You technically missed the one, but like, I take the multiple zeros. It's okay. Hello, hello. Hello, Basor. Hello, Salo. Hello, Serenity. And hello, everyone else who's there. You're sending the message too quick. Well, I mean, that might be it. Also have a question. Like, I finally clicked on the little thing on Twitch that tells me that my stream is unstable, which is apparently because my bitrate is too high. And it tells me something of like, my audio can like lag. Any of you ever experienced like audio lag from my end? It does that to me as well. Last time yeah, I don't know. I changed literally nothing, so I don't know what they want. And I don't know how to change it. It don't make sense. Yeah, no, I don't freaking know. Pretty sure your stream is unstable because your viewers are just so wild and chaotic. That might be it. Okay, we're gonna jump in. Oop. Because I'll try to not go long today. I know I said that like on Tuesday as well. I didn't go long, but then I still stayed up way too late. But I stayed up even later yesterday. Then I had to get up like early today as well. Tomorrow I have to get up earlier than today. And today, and on Wednesday, so, you know, that doesn't help. You said big stream today. I did not. But when I tried to quote, you said, I shall stream for 9 hours today, and then the audio lagged. I couldn't find it in the vault. It's weird how that one worked, right? How the stream has no recollection of things I never said. Damn, I almost missed the long streams when I nap. This is why I should... I mean, you missed the long stream on last Friday. I streamed for like 7 hours. Oh, come on. Yeah, I streamed very long last week on Friday because I didn't on... Yeah, I stream specifically when you are not free. It's out of malicious intent. Same reason why the bot doesn't like Solo. You need to wake me up, damn it. How? I don't know, send a human to just bat me through the window or something. Yeah, because that's totally not weird. Lasagna. Nice. Hello, Anne. How's it going? Okay, he doesn't want to talk with me. Yet another NPC who's like, ah, you are now an undead. That's fine. You are gonna raise the dead. That's okay. But the stream will be up on the YouTubes. I don't know if I already uploaded it. I just haven't set it to public yet.
I know the way.
Add command, wake up Shizuke on streaming public. Yeah. Maybe I need to add that command, or maybe I don't. But yeah. I have to go to the office tomorrow is why. What did you say about YouTube?
Follow my lead.
I said that I'm uploading the VODs to YouTube. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that beforehand. Could have sworn I did. I have YouTube? No. I mean, I have a channel that I use for watching and that I'm now also just uploading the mods to. So, yeah. I guess I do have a YouTube. It's like not taken care of or anything, but like, you know, it exists. It's even linked, I'm pretty sure. Abandon the Bildung. Nice. More loot. Could have called this like, wait. Yeah. Check. Should be like right under the
As
stream.
it should be.
Right under the like streamed image. Vaults. YouTube. Yeah, weird, right? Okay, maybe it is.
That is not far.
Yeah, it's weird how that works, huh? Hello. Okay, fork tongue.
I'll go ahead.
Nice. Some more random stuff. Crap, you're telling me there's evidence of me bad-mouthing Salo all this time? Well, kind of. Not really. Also, I just realized I forgot to do the Oi, where you going last on Tuesday, because I forgot. One issue complaint. But yeah, there's no evidence because there's no chat on screen, right? Like, which I've been thinking about that I should be able to do it, like myself even. I would just have to find out how to do it.
Follow my
I left on Tuesday and then I watched the VOD. No bad or matches at the end. Yeah, that's fine.
As it should be.
Oh, right, the circus troupe. Hello. Oh, okay, she doesn't want to talk. No one wants to talk with me. You read most of the chat, so it's still there. I mean, I guess.
That is not far.
And Ver also doesn't want to talk with me. Okay, great. Sausage. What about you? Nope. Yeah, I love Bravzo too much though. Yeah. Gotta go to the store. Why does my dad always want to shop when I'm either watching stream or my uterus is committing a war crime? It's because he doesn't understand. At least with the second one. No, this first one
I'll go ahead.
because it technically, you know, doesn't stop anything. Okay. Wait, no, we're gonna do this last. Also, I'm pretty sure that I wanted to do something. Was like, someone remind me at the end of stream about things. And I have no clue anymore what it was. So, cannot have been important. You're back. Sword. Yeah, that too. Like, she's probably inside the Citadel. Would be my guess. It's more about, like, I wanted to do something that had nothing to do with the game? Maybe? Bro, you think I have a clue what's going on? Nah. Orgus. Oh, he wants to talk. Oh, well, we can just... Okay. Let's kind of skim through this. Tell me the story again. So we know why, like, that he's not Horgus. Like, he's someone else. But then the boy died and he took his name. What's it like to live your entire life under someone else's name? We know that. Are you afraid I'll reveal your secret to everyone? Okay. Are you threatening me? I've invested lots of money into your crusade, and will invest even more, and yet you think to humiliate me in front of everyone. That's not going to work. If a scandal breaks out, it will be your word against mine. And I've been known as Horgus Worm for several decades. I own a vast estate out Zikanabris and a share of the local quarry. I will defend my good name to the end. Your claim will seem like vile slander. I'll see to that. Horgus' face becomes blotchy and his eyes nearly pop out of their sockets. He calms himself with visible effort. However, I do hope he won't come to any of that. We're all here for a common cause, victory over the demons, and I intend to see this business through. I just remembered the no-eyes woman yeeting herself off the balcony. Yeah, that happened. Why have you decided to support the Crusade now? With all due respect, that's none of your business. I have my reasons. Perhaps I felt a rush of patriotism when Canaris was destroyed. Anyway, what would you think? I never supported the Crusaders. Perhaps I simply don't like the brag about my donations. Ostentatious charity only attracts beggars. Big wager that Irabeth has no idea whose money she's spending on drinks and supplies. Why do you hide the fact that Camilla was her daughter? Didn't I tell you this at the mention? It's because her mother, Iris, was a lowly half-elf who looked after my garden. I always wanted to join the Gwyrm name with another noble family. The Gwyrm legacy must not be mixed with common blood and vanish into obscurity. Iris didn't mind, and we managed to hide our relationship. When Camilla was born, I did not claim her as my own. To all of Mendev, Camilla is the daughter of a lowly servant, died over a decade ago. And before you start telling me what a terrible father I am, I want to tell you something. My daughter wanted for nothing. All her whims were fulfilled as quickly as they arose. I had the best teachers and bought her the best books. She always ate well and had warm clothes. Isn't that what a parent does? How did her mother die? I'm not going to tell you about that. Some things ought to remain private. Orcus pierces you with a long, heavy stare. Okay. So, we know Camellia is a spirit shaman. She has a necklace she doesn't want to take off. No one wants to tell us how her mom died. I'm just saying, like, 1 + 1. Also, I just realized, hello Alex, for some reason in my head I saw your name. And I just assumed it was Babsor because it was this, like, I don't even know if it's the same color. Like, at least in my OBS, you're both reddish. So, but I just realized my mistake. Hello everyone, hello, welcome in. I'm tired today, so my mind works slow. Are you aware of my special powers? Orcus Gwyrm answers acidly. You mean, do I know that you dabble in forbidden magics, resurrecting the dead here and there, as if the crusade was blessed by Orgathoa rather than Iomede? Yes, I've heard rumors to that effect. Excuse me, Orgathoa? What the fuck does she have to do with it? Oh, I guess, yeah. No, never mind. The undead. That makes sense. Personally, I couldn't care less. If the Crusaders cannot deal with the problem, then let the undead deal with it. Or Galaxian devils, hand in hand with Katapeshi gnolls. All of them together are better than demons. As long as your army is on the offensive. I will sponsor it, and I don't care how you spend my gold. Beer and pork or embalming potions. You're like, listen, I don't care. It doesn't matter. Because as long as we win this fight. Hey, who is One-Eyed Devil? Hello, hello. Short, chubby tiefling. Man, the Lich theme goes hard. Does it? A short, chubby tiefling with a golden eye patch spits chewy tobacco between his feet and takes another pinch of tobacco from a tobacco box adorned with jewels. A fine day to you, Commander. Welcome to the One-Eyed Devil's trading house. His proud manner suggests that each word begins with a capital letter and perhaps even continues in capital letters as well. A trading house. It's just a shop. I was looking at my phone and thought Ursa was making horse noises. If I could make such convincing horse noises, trust me, I wouldn't be sitting here. I probably would, but you know, you get the idea. Ah, that depends. There was a time when I had nothing in my pocket but holes. But did I consider myself poor? No. I considered myself a rich man who was temporarily down on his luck. Optimism is important. Horse noise? Okay, wait. How does a horse neigh? How does a horse do? I could just go neigh and like call it a day, but like that feels wrong. Like I don't want to cheat you out of your points. Let me. Was that good enough? I hope you're happy with horse noises. Well, I mean, you know, basically the same sound. Optimism is important not only on the battlefield, Commander. You are the leader of a victorious army that will be chopping all the demons into minced meat sooner or later. I am the owner of a trade empire, which, as you see, is only starting to grow. How did a tiefling end up on the side of the Crusaders? I mean, what the fuck kind of question is that? The answer is simple. The simplest thing there is. This is a good world, and I like living in it. Besides, it's the only one we've got. I'd love to know what's going on in the heads of the dimwits who are helping the demons destroy it. My best guess is that their horns grew inward, so there's no room for brains. I'm from Cheliax. Tieflings don't surprise anyone there, and they don't like demons any more than we do here. Why should they? The gods went to all the trouble of creating this world. Even Lord Asmodeus and his devils helped with the construction. And now these freeloaders show up after all the hard work is done just to gorge and break things. It doesn't matter who you pray to. If you want to live, it's your duty to help. Isn't that a risky name for a store of crusaders? Ah, yes. A week doesn't go by without some dimwit boiling over. Well, they don't pay me to explain the difference between allies and enemies, demons and devils. Lord Asmodeus and all the riffraff like Baphomet and Ascari. Hello, Pomac. Hello, welcome in. So, they can go hang. The tiefling spits between his feet and swiftly places another pinch of chewing tobacco in his mouth. Raudo is here? I do not know. Probably not. He is in Japan. Here's what I think. You like it, you buy it. You don't like it, keep moving. If you're spoiling for a fight, take yourself off to the tavern. Why are your prices so high? We're saving the world from demons, and that includes you. That's some claim. Did you hear that, good people? First of all, my prices are perfectly fair. They're no higher than you'd find anywhere else. Second, who's saving who here? Are you prepared to eat bark and fight with rocks and sticks? You know, I have open contracts with dozens of suppliers. I arrange deliveries and do everything it takes to get you sharper weapons, better magical items, better food. And you're throwing the extra expense in my face. This is the thanks I get for my honest work. What happened to your eye? Heh, should I make up a story about a heroic fight with a horde of demons? Truth be told, this is how it happened. Back when I was a snot-nosed kid, I had just opened my first business selling pies on the street. The local lads quickly took notice of me and offered me protection in return for a small share of profits. The usual, you know. But I was so young, inexperienced, and greedy, so I told them to bugger off. Well, they caught me and taught me a lesson. They took it too far, though. I paid for the lesson with my eye, not just bumps and bruises. Bro sounds like he's a pro at complaining to customer service. I mean, he probably would. It's funny to remember it now, but back then while it was happening, I was so scared. I thought they'd beat me to death. I remember I came running home in tears and my mom just started screaming. I didn't have a clue why, and then I looked in the mirror and saw there were just shreds and mush everywhere on my eye, where one of my eyes should be. I remembered that lesson all my life. Ever since that day when I started business, I find some reliable business partners first. If I'd been born in a merchant family, my parents would have warned me about this, and about plenty of other things too. But I was a poor lad, so I had to learn everything the hard way. It's a miracle how many times I escaped death by a hair's breadth. In fact, it's so lucky, all I lost was one eye. I can't afford a new one, of course, but you know, I can't find the time. It will cost a tidy sum. and I don't want to take it out on the earnings. And besides, being the one-eyed devil is a big selling point for me. It'd be a fool to get my eye back, only to have to keep it hidden under a patch. There. Can you buy an eye? So what he's saying is there's spells in the world called, for example, I don't, which one would it be, like, I mean, at least, like, heal and stuff like that. So there are powerful healing magics in the world that technically can restore limbs and body parts. Thing is, buying such a service that, or, like, would enable you to, like, you know, use such a service is very expensive because you need to be rather high level. Or, like, you know, it's a rather high level ability, and thus you need to be like a powerful person to do that. Yada yada, you know, like, not a lot of people can offer it, so it's expensive. Also, I think it costs like something in material components to cast. Have you heard about my new powers? What do you make of them? Your powers are nothing but misery and ruin. How does a merchant survive in an undead army? They don't need anything. But it's a good thing, I suppose. At least necromancers always need magic ingredients. I'll have to change my stock before your divine power bring me ruins. Gotcha, thanks, no problem. The tiefling winks at you with only one eye. What you've done is actually pretty brave, dealing with the undead. Many will object, but as long as you keep winning and pushing the demons back into the world, no one will rise to stop you. Officially. Unofficially, I'm sure they'll eat you alive the instant you let your guard down. At least, you don't have to expect thanks from your own guard. You can't bribe the dead man. Oh, you don't have to expect attacks, not thanks. I don't know why I read the thanks there. I mean, also don't have to expect thanks from our own guard. Show me your wares. What you got? Okay, crafting ingredients. Or cooking. What is that? Light armor? It's just a corset. Huh? I guess it because it doesn't have a... Because it doesn't have a maximum dex. Okay. Holy Rapier +2. Scythe. Mithril Flare. Looks like his prices are okay. Thundering Dart, huh? Oh, Strength. This feature allows you to add your strength bonus to damage with a bow. Well, sucks to be me, it's a dart. I was gonna buy it, but you know. Ooh, nice. I don't think I need any of that. It's like good to have him. I could just buy all the food. You know what? Give me all the food. There we go. We don't need this. Thank you. We could use it. Yes. Hello, Lofty. The you. The me. And it's also the you. We could give it to her, but like we will... Hello, thank you for the hat. Like, we will find a +4, pretty sure. Nice. 420. I don't really know where that's coming from. Or, hello. Alright. He doesn't want to talk. Bye. Jewelry artisan. Oh, nail. Alright. Hello? Hello? Welcome to the shop. Wait, no. Welcome to the shop of Darren Sunhammer. The finest jewelry in all of Mendev. True artistry, crafted by the master himself and his apprentice. Take a look. Okay, show me your wares, Golem. What you got? Diamonds. Okay, really nothing that I care about right now. Thank you. Is it my net or does the stream have to buffer for anyone else? I don't know. If it does for everyone else, then I apologize and I will actually have to look into the whole bitrate thing. Because, like, the bitrate just climbed up. Seems alright to me. Okay. Whee! Like, I mean, I probably will look into it anyways, but... yeah, if anyone has the problems, feel free to talk about it.
I know the way.
Greybor, right, I have to talk to you. Bye. First, let me loot your kitchen. Hello, I'm the commander. This is all mine now. All your milk and wine and whatnot belongs to me. Hello. The boy sitting on the counter looks about 18. He salutes you with dignity, though his eyes scarcely rise from the terror ledger. The Knight Commander at my establishment. What an honor. My name is Phi Keto. I'm the owner of the Half Measure. How should I address you? I ask because some don't like undue familiarity, while others scoff at the tediousness of ceremony and titles. Ah yes, when a patron can just YOLO walk behind the counter, steal everything, and walk off again. Sounds like a typical British youth. You may call me the Armored Armadillo, for all I care. You may call me by my name, or my title, Knight Commander, or simply Commander. Nah, you may call me by my name. That's fine. Deal. Do I know your name? Of course. Who in Dresden doesn't? So what can I do for you? Wine? A meal? A heart-to-heart talk? So first of all, show me what you've got. Damn. Why does he have +3 axiomatic keen darts? Who is he trying to murder? +10 confidence bonus perception. Whenever the wearer confirms a critical hit with a bow, the target becomes disoriented. Okay. Excuse me? Parents always have a dartboard somewhere. I guess that's fair. This shit is amazing. And I guess he gets like some proper glasses. Interesting. Not what I was expecting. Muled wine. Thank you very much. Might as well. And a whole bunch of food. Well, I guess we're gonna spend some more money on glasses. It was like another half of my money. I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna keep that, I think. One-horned man, all fashionable. Yeah, you get some new stuff. So I'm still confused about him, about Bono. Like, why did they have to give him a weapon specialization? Making it so that I have to give him falchions. Because I cannot respec him, can I? Poor Bono. Look at him. Doesn't even have a proper armor. I have to scrap something together for him. We just want to buy all the food. Nah, it also weighs. Let's not buy all the food. It's just so bad giving it something else. Just might, yeah, I guess. Like, I don't know, it feels bad, you know? This is technically -2 because this is only, in quotation mark, A+2. Didn't you pick the intimidation build? Doesn't that require weapon focus? I took the executioner build. It just said two-handed weapons. Never mind, that's already answered. Do you have to use the falchion? Oh no, wait. That one. You have to use the falchion though. Would a high level weapon offset? Yeah. Like, technically it's not super bad, right? And I mean, as you can see, this one deals 1 minimum damage less, or like 9 maximum damage more. Hello, Isaac. Hi, Urs. I'm Isaac. Hi, Isaac. I'm Urs. Good to meet you. Sure. Now he's a proper executioner. Before I forget, you get new glasses. Oop. Nice. Blue glasses. And you... Wait. I mean, technically. Oh, glow in the dark axe. Yeah. How does he look? Okay, we're gonna give these glasses to whoever looks the most stupid with them. Okay, he's definitely a contender. Nenio looks surprisingly good with them, what the heck? Funny hair man with glasses. Yeah, like, these look super good on her. I don't know why he's so funny. I don't know, his like hair just looks weird. Nice. Maybe I'll just give it to her because it looks good on her. Okay, I mean, she's wearing a helmet, so you cannot even see them. He's wearing a mask. I'm gonna give them to him. Fox Lady looks sophisticated, right? Okay, he became Blade. I might just give them to him. So he can become my personal Blade. Wait, no, first I have to try something Bono. Never mind, let's go. Look how cool Bono looks. Let's go. He wears his sunglasses inside. Let's go. Ayo. Also, we need like more restoration scrolls because Bono does look good indeed. Yeah, damn. Boy, what the heck? Okay. How is such a young lad owning a tavern? Before the siege of Dresden, the half-measure belonged to a distant relative. I won't bore you with the details of how his family died. Just 3 words: demon worshippers and sacrifice should be enough. Now that the city has been liberated, the authorities and Armida's church will be returning what remains to the lawful heirs of the deceased. They take these things seriously in their death. Ooh, money! I suddenly slaps himself on the forehead. We started talking about the inn, and I remembered. I wanted to thank you personally, defeating the demon in this very tavern when the city was liberated. Without you, who knew how many glasses he would have smashed before the Crusaders got to him. So please, accept my thanks from the bottom of my heart. Let's go! 15,000, that's half the glasses, almost. The half measure is a strange name for it. Oh, that's a family story. It's not for the faint-hearted. But if you're not one of those, are you? But you're not one of those, are you? One day before the ward stones were erected, a peasant family got lost on their way to the fair and ended up near the border of the Worldwood. They stumbled upon a bored demon who killed the father right away. He then asked the mother if she'd prefer him to take all their children or only half of them. The sobbing woman looked at her 3 darlings and said half. The demon promptly cut their hands and arms and legs off all 3 of the children and said, "I guess that's even," and disappeared. People across Dresden heard the story after the family found shelter at the local temple of Iomede. For many years, they saved up for a regeneration spell so the children could be made whole again. They eventually scraped together enough for just one scroll, and decided to give the youngest child a second chance at life. He soon became the tavern's first owner and called it the Half Measure, in memory of his family and the terrible incidents with the daemon. He had a good life for a time, got himself married, and always planned to help his brother and sister, though he never got a proper chance. When the demons had Dresden surrounded, the poor cripples tried to run for their lives, but they died on the spot. The brother and his wife died a little later, and at the hand of deserters. There were rumors that the same demon that butchered the family came to Dresden, made a den of the Half Measure. If that's true, I guess he got what he deserved when you freed the city. That's the story. I shrugged pensively. Why do you like sitting on the counter? 2 reasons. I said seriously. Dresden isn't the biggest city, but it still has a few taverns and pubs. To compete with the others, I need people to remember my establishment and myself. That's the first reason. A tavern keeper who sits on the counter definitely sticks out from the others who prefer to stand behind their bar, all dignified. Believe me, you're not the first to ask. Sooner or later, every customer does. The second reason is the place's atmosphere. People should feel relaxed here. Life near the World Wound is hard enough. Folks don't go to taverns looking to cause each other more trouble, so I allow certain liberties, myself included. I'm even thinking of hosting an invigorating brawl here on the 5th of every month. I'll let my favorite customers break glasses and swing on the chandeliers. Dude has got worms that make his butt itchy, so he likes to rub it onto the counter to try to itch discreetly. That must be it. What's the feeling here in the city? I can only tell you about my customers. They're mostly working folks, the ones who are rebuilding what's been destroyed. Bro needs... Jesus Christ. Mebendazole? That's maybe a thing. Could be. Sounds like a medication. Along with soldiers and some merchants. Overall, spirits are high as they can be in Mendev, nation of rattling sabers and fluttering banners. Everyone loves it when the demons get their horns, tails, or other parts handed to them. They've already forgotten that we nearly lost Canaveras. War is like that. People live for one day, and that day is tomorrow, not yesterday. A common anti-worm drug, sold over the counter in England. And most of the world, if I recall correctly. Never heard worms, hope I never get them. You've been a source of joy and inspiration for everyone, as well. Just a simple guy who led our fight against the demons, defeated them, and thumbed your nose at the Queen's knights. People love that kind of story, and I'm delighted to see a fellow half-elf shining so brightly. Look in your garden, Kappa. Never. Makes you think I'm a simple lad. Calls for a toast, doesn't it? Glad to hear that I'm a source of hope and inspiration. I suspect people who like such stories are actually jealous of those arrogant nobles and would be happy to find themselves among them. Never had worms. Hope I never get them. What makes you think I'm a simple lad? If you're a foreign prince in disguise, drop me a hint or two, will you? That'll give me time to work on my bowing and scraping for when you finally decide to reveal your true identity to the world. What do your customers say about my new powers? Lad shrugs. The kinds of things people say at a tavern. Some folks say you're just a dolled-up corpse, bossing the other corpses around. Others say you've been sent here from Geb to build a kingdom of death. There's even a rumor that you're an immortal lich. Not yet. Oh, back to Pathfinder. I was meaning to ask, what is the difference between intelligence and wisdom? Good question. I will show you in a second, because there might be an explanation in-game. If not, I have one. But most folks say I may bless the Fifth Crusade and send you her power. The demons have done such evil here that even the dead cannot resist in their graves. The hour of reckoning is near and you are its weapon. That's what they say, and I can see what they mean. I have to go so long. And again, he'll always be welcome here. Why not? And immerse himself in his calculations once more. Okay, let's have a look if they tell us. So... the intelligence determines how well your character learns and reasons. Let's ignore that part. Okay, not much. Describes a character of willpower, common sense, awareness, and intuition. So that's the base difference, right? One is your intellect, basically, like how smart you are. Like intelligence is smartness, right? Like how if someone usually says you're smart, they mean you have high intelligence. Wisdom is more you have experience, right? You have like experience from life, and like you're more of a like outdoorsy type. The comparison that I like to make, or the difference that I like to make, intelligence is someone who is good. Like if you're intelligent, you have a lot of book knowledge. You are a studied person. You've done things in theory, right? Like a lot of it would be in theory, right? Like professors at a university are intelligent people. Like even like, you know, apothecaries. No, wait. Pharmacists are intelligent people because you guys learn a lot of things in theory. Like, with that, I'm not saying you don't actually learn them, right? Intelligence is knowing that a tomato is a fruit. Wisdom is knowing not to put it in a fruit salad. I said that once, and I was told, like, I would still put a tomato in a fruit salad, and I was like, what the fuck? And wisdom is, you know, like, life knowledge. Like, a farmer might not be intelligent, so he might not be able to tell you, you know, like, who's which politician. But he will be able to tell you stuff of the land, stuff to do with nature, things he learned through life, through experience. So intelligence is book smart, wisdom is life smart, is how I see it. Okay, and then over here was Greybor. It's like difficult, like really to like pin down. Like it's my.
How can I help you?
Oh Jesus! Before you stands a dwarf. He has stern, rugged features and looks to be well armed. He fills his pipe with tobacco from Garund, lights it, and blows out a cloud of smoke. Thank you, Alexander, and no problem. Finally, addresses you in a deep, dignified voice. Who are you?
Don't you remember our last meeting? The name is Greybor. I'm an assassin for hire. But I suspect you're not here for small talk. Are you in need of my services?
Still smoking his pipe, the dwarf offers you a cursory salute. You tried to kill that huge demon at the Battle of Dresden, but you failed. What happened?
Yes, that was a failure. It was supposed to be a clean job. An anonymous client, a worthy target, a substantial fee. But the client insisted that I use an enchanted dagger they provided. I was assured that a single hit would be enough to finish the job, but it didn't work as expected. It was a serious blow to my reputation. And my reputation is everything to me.
Okay. The dwarf's face grows grim. Want to hire you for a dragon hunt.
A large adult female? The one that's been snatching people and carrying them off? I've heard about her. That's an impressive target. I can take this job, but only if we do it soon. I'm expecting a new assignment from my regular client, and I'll have to leave as soon as I have the orders. And of course, you should know that this dragon will not come cheaply. 2,500 gold, paid in advance.
So we're just gonna go ask. So how about a small discount?
Let's think this through. Are there lots of assassins in this town who have the valuable experience of subduing dragons and are willing to work for you? Will I lose any
Maybe.
profit by protracted haggling? Will you? Is there any chance that someone less competent than I am will be able to locate your target as efficiently as I would? No, I don't think so. There is absolutely no reason for me to give you any discounts. 2,500 gold is an honest price for the head of a fire breather.
Okay, I will call bullshit. This guy obviously doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Also, 2.5k? Did they reduce the price recently? I thought he'd ask for 10. I don't know. This guy is a scam. Unless, you know, like, unless my knowledge about dragons is purely based on D&D right now. But, so... large adult, right? So far so good, like the one that's been... I'm pretty sure it was a white dragon, wasn't it? Or do we not know the color? Do we know the color of the dragon? Because if it's the white one, she's not gonna breathe fire. At least not in D&D. Like, I don't know if it's the same in Pathfinder. But didn't we know that it was a white one? Why am I thinking that it's a white one? Where do I get the color white from? I don't know if you know yet. Where am I getting the color white from? Well, we know what 2.5 is like.
Let's
nothing.
get down to business.
And I don't know
It's
where
no
you
easy
get the
thing
white
to take down a dragon when you
Perfect.
don't have
Me
wings.
neither.
So you'll need to follow my lead. The best thing would be to catch her by surprise in her lair, but we need to find it first.
I guess I just made up
course.
the white.
Since she doesn't leave tracks, that might be tricky, but I think I have a solution. We need to go west of Dresden, to the Grimwood Forest.
Okay.
The dragon's been seen there often. According to the scouts, this is likely because there's still some wild game left in those parts. We'll set up an ambush there. I hope I can rely on your honesty. I understand that on our way to the dragon, there may be other fights or places we need to visit for various reasons. That's to be expected. However, should I see that you are deliberately delaying the contract, or that you're dragging me off to assault some demon citadel instead of going after the dragon, we will have to revise the terms of our agreement.
Even dragon characters are getting whitewashed these days. SMH. I apologize. Wait, why am I now much more quiet? Like, Jesus Christ. I cannot decide how to speak apparently. Because I have to turn up my microphone again. Or I was just yelling on Tuesday. Which is also a possibility. What the fuck? Where? Okay. We just, like, to quickly do a, like, excursion to the whole whitewashing thing, right? I saw a post, recently of, like, if it's not okay to, like, give a black person the, like, role of a white person, then it's also not okay to give a white or, you know, any colored person the role of a black person. Or really any person, like, of a different ethnicity the color of a person of a certain ethnicity. And I was like, I mean, that should be a given, but yes, I wholeheartedly agree. But I mean, whitewashing has been happening. Heck, Jesus is a fucking whitewashed character, and he's been around for a couple of years. So, I don't know. You know, just a couple of years. You might have heard of the like dude called Jesus. He's quite famous around these parts. Is it possible that he was white? Yes. Is it likely? Not so much. Not that white, at least. Dude looks like a freaking Middle European. Okay, in. Jesus Quintana, the bowling player. Exactly that one. Ah, another place to loot. Nice and mutated fish. Just what I love to find in my inn.
What a find!
Let's go, Elemental Essence. And a book, Crusade Chronicles. In the year 4606, the expanses of Sarkoris were tainted by the swollen abscess of colossal proportions that was the world wound, a tear between Golarion and the Abyss that let thousands upon thousands of demons onto the material plane. You're back? Take care. In the long years that followed, the Khalids of Sarkoris either fled or fell, outmatched while fighting for their home. In the year 4622, the Church of Iomedae announced the beginning of the First Crusade. A blessed war against the demons that had destroyed Sarkoris and now threatened neighboring lands. Valiant warriors, led by Queen Galfrey herself, pushed the abyssal servants away from their borders and returned home victorious. The year 4630 marked the end of the First Crusade. Numerous fortresses and garrisons were established in these years in former Sarkorian lands, the outposts duty-bound to watch over Mendev's borders. After 8 years in 4638, the world wound suddenly expanded to 4 times its previous size, unleashing new monstrous hordes. The worst of the blows suffered by the Crusader was the loss of Dresden, a fortress city that used to serve as a base for many a military operation. The Second Crusade was called, which claimed countless lives, yet never resulted in victory. Only with the creation of the ward stones was the demon invasion stopped, as the loosened Iomedae's magic stood as the impenetrable wall, blocking the invaders' path. In the year 4645, after 7 years of arduous and mirthless war, the Second Crusade came to an end. The Third Crusade was declared in 4665, but this time the Crusaders were fighting a war within their own ranks as well. Over the years, many abyss-serving cultists and spies had found their way past Mendevian defenses. The Third Crusade reached the apex of an inquisition that mercilessly purged heresy and demon worship by fire and sword. The crusade was called off in 4668, after the atrocities of interrogators had provoked sufficient upheaval and discontent among the populace. The Fourth Crusade was instigated by demons in the year 4692, when they broke through the protective barrier of the Wardstones. With righteous fury, the champions of Mendev fought the demons for 15 years, aiming to put an end to the old threat. But by the conclusion of the Fourth Crusade, which ended in 4707, due to a shortage of supplies and manpower, decisive victory was just as remote as a possibility as it had been for all of the previous Crusades. Close enough. What do we get? Crusade Chronicles. Plus 10 hit points. I'm not gonna complain about 10 extra hit points. I have as much hit points as, like, he. Well, to be fair, we have the same con, but, like, almost the same as he. Well, we still have the same. Damn. 100 is, like, solid amount of hit points. I take it. So we have to level him up. What level is he? 9? He gets 1? Right, he's a Slayer. What does he do? 2 weapon fighting. Dwarven War Axe. Accomplished Sneak Attacker. Hammer of the Gap. Wait. Does that work on melee weapons? And then power attack? What is he going for? Huh? Then double slice. Weakening wound. Has damage reduction. Okay. Proof to weapon fighting. I mean, that one I understand. Slow reactions. Can make an AOP. Okay. There. So he's Norborger. Norgorber. Close enough. What does study target do? Move action. +1 bonus, which increases, I assume? Yep. To attack and damage rolls, the safety C of the character class ability against that opponent increases by 1. Doesn't have any class abilities. So... Huh? What? What was that? Okay, if the target deals... he studies that target, allowing him to apply a study target bonus against that. Okay, so he always studies targets if he crits. Interesting. Like, why would I give a shit about the DC? He doesn't have any abilities. At least he has. At least they come with decent weapons. Let's level him up real quick. I mean, yeah, just more Slayer, I guess. This. Like, what do they want? I mean, this is nice, no? Crippling Strike is always nice, in my opinion. Mystery Seeker? Nah. Painful Strike. Rearing Strike. Con damage. Also nice. Trip. We see is like... No, we do not know his UMD. Well, we might here, no? If we go like this, does it say his UMD? 16 and 30. No, that's not much. I guess it technically would be increased if it's a studied target. Would he be even smart enough? Probably. No. He's not smart enough, I think. Well, he might be. He might have 13 and he does have 13 so he could go to the trip route. Let's see. Combat Starfleet. Combat Trick. The stat debuffs sound nice, but really, if he's hitting stuff, they're dying soon anyways. Yeah. I mean, dispelling, right? Dispel always nice, just like get rid of shit of enemies. Once per day, a rogue with this talent can designate a single enemy she is adjacent to as her prey. Until the end of the next turn, she can aid or sneak all attack rolls made against her prey, even if she's not flanked. Okay. Opportunist. Against an enemy who has just been struck for damage and melee by another, this attack counts as an attack of opportunity. You have 16 dex, okay. That might actually be useful. I feel you just want damage with him. probably. He seems like the damage. More damage and some more damage. Is that cancel like Jesus Christ. Okay, we could give him greater to weapon fighting. But like that gives him even more of a like I don't know what they want him to have. Proof critical. I mean, it might be an option, huh? And now we could give him just outflank. So, sorry. Always an option. So, dispelling attack is nice. Just to make people less annoying with that shit. So this one also, funnily enough, I think this one might be nice. I never took it with Knock Knock because I didn't read it correctly. But this would mean that like if he's confused and he attacks an ally and he hits, that he will then get rid of his confusion and will continue on normally. It doesn't need that or that. Doesn't need that. He doesn't need a familiar. As funny as it is to have more pets around. So we could just give him improved critical, which is always nice to have. We could give him. You need a way to handle confusion on any party member, though. Yeah. Yeah, I do. I didn't have that in the last game either, and it sucked. Obviously, combat reflexes is nice with seize the moment, right? So is what was it called? Outflank. Just because it gives a higher chance to attack, to deal damage. I mean, oh, outflank just increases the chance to hit. So outflank would be nice. Combat reflexes may like again. I have no clue what they want with him. Improved critical is nice. Also gets like a couple of them, so that's okay. I would just go dispelling. For that he needs to hit, huh? All the feats I've heard you mention make sense, right? It's like this. God, can I not say something stupid so that I can at least rule it out? So he wants to hit. What does that mean? That means so like this. No, this like this kind of gives him another chance to hit, but like with a low chance. So he doesn't need that right now. Improved critical just increases his damage. I think for me it's between combat reflex. Keep talents for talent inclusive things you wanted first. Yeah, maybe. Feats you can take with regular slots. You're right, you're right. Okay, is there anything else? So this, nah, he doesn't need dirty trick. He doesn't need uncanny dodge. just funny that he can take it, because apparently he shouldn't be able to. Huh? Doesn't have any of the following class. What do you mean? He's a Slayer level 4. Current value 10. Excuse me. Unbalancing trick, he doesn't. Nope. 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 Painful strike. Level 4, an executioner over against this talent. Okay, he's not an executioner. A creature that takes sneak attack damage from the executioner must make a successful fortitude save or become sickened. No. Opportunist, more attacks, I think. Just been struck in melee by another. I think I will just go with Dispelling Attack. Yes, I will just go with Dispelling Attack. Advanced Talents, okay. Yeah, he just learned that, so it makes sense that he goes for it. Wait, where's my improved evasion? Because he never took evasion. Wait, what? Am I blind? Where is normal evasion? He doesn't have evasion. Evasion. Slayers don't get evasion. So Slayers get improved evasion, but not evasion. How does that make sense? Okay, sure. Also, apparently not Blinding Strike, I guess. I didn't see that. I'm just... Nope, no Blinding Strike. They keep giving me a list of things that I do not get. Oh, because you need to be level 15. Eh? Eh? What? Okay. Sure. Sure game. That makes sense. Weapon Snatcher. Well, shit. Guess I'm not avoiding any attacks. Nope, you ain't. Common reception when attempting to... Okay, nah. Okay, yeah, this is okay. Dispelling Attack is good. Oop. He doesn't gain... Okay, what does he have? Natural armor plus 1. I'm pretty sure... Yeah, have a cloak. Plus 2 studded leather. Plus 2 mithril. There you go. If you're in my group, you have to look less shabby. Nice. Love how I'm telling him, like, you have to look less shabby, and I give him a silly hat. Okay, open. Let's go. More loot?
Follow my lead.
Looks dapper in the portrait. It does, doesn't he? But he's smoking. It gives him minus points. You know, smoking kills. It's worse than hand axes. Hello, Nenio. I wasn't expecting you here. So, the experiment. Nenio gestures excitedly. I will need some supplies for this one. Boy, please bring me a bottle of alcohol. Any will do. And please hurry. Science can't wait. Sure. I brought you a bottle of alcohol. We are not going to question it. What kind of experiment? This will be an experiment of a personal nature. Nenio seems sheepish, but no less excited for that mark of my words. Why would you need alcohol? I already told you it's for an experiment. Hurry up and bring it to me. Sure, I brought the bottle of alcohol to you. Sweet wine. Nenio snatches the bottle out of your hand and stares at it with all the covetousness of a seasoned alcoholic. Here it is, my path to learning the true values of humanity from the perspective of the lowliest man on the street. Produces a corkscrew from her sleeve and looks at it in bafflement. Then at the bottle, then at the corkscrew again, after which she hands the bottle back to you. Open it. This experiment definitely won't work if we don't open it. You always carry a corkscrew up your sleeve. Don't be preposterous. But why don't we just get experience? Okay, sure. Don't be preposterous. But I am always meticulous when it comes to preparing for my experiments. I plan for every eventuality. Then he sighs. Alright, I mean it. No, that's not true. But I have truly prepared for this particular experiment. What is this experiment going to be about? I'm taking a huge risk with this experiment. I'm putting my reputation, my good name, and even my future on the line. With the help of this bottle, I will lower myself to the level of the average man on the street. I'll try to understand the mentality of someone who wholly devoid of intelligence. You surely know, maybe even from personal experiments, that alcohol dampens mental activity and is a catalyst for stupidity. With a brain like mine, alcohol is the only way to find out how it feels to be an idiot. You're talking as if you've never tried alcohol before. I haven't. I never saw the point of it. So you're asking me to be your drinking buddy? Not at all. I'll do the drinking alone. Your role in this experiment will include standing here and providing me with a visible reaction to my inevitable temporary degradation. Okay, welcome back, Serenity. Fine, let's get this started. Uncork the bottle. Well, let's begin. With the steely resolve of a warrior going into his last battle. Meow. Okay. Nenio takes a big gulp. Straight from the bottle. How the gamey thing going? I'm talking a lot and I hired a dude. Look. What? Ugh, that's disgusting. After she overcomes the urge to vomit, she looks at you with teary eyes. How do you all drink this? I am doing this for the sake of science. Another gulp. Oh, that should be enough. Now, am I stupid yet? Quick, ask me about something smart. What's a Lindorm? Lindorms are a type of dragon that possess a strong connection to the first world. They have no inborn talent for spellcasting, but they can cast curses. By the way, did you know that a sleeping Lindorm is bound to wake if you kick it hard right in its... It would appear I'm not drunk enough yet. Nenio takes another swig from the bottle. Right. Seems to be working. Now I need to come up with an idea right now. I usually have a ton of ideas. Let's see now. Discari and... I gotta go again. Bye-bye. Take care. Their anti-Crusader alliance is not effective enough. They need to unite their forces on the physical level. Baphomet needs to mount Discari and ride him into battle. 1 in 2. 2 in 1. Yes, the experiment was successful. I'm definitely drunk. She takes another gulp from the bottle to further confirm her condition. So, how does it feel to be drunk for the first time in your life? From a scientific point of view? Terrific. I have definitely become more stupid. More than that, I'm as dumb as a box of rocks, and right now, I don't give a rat's ass about science. Wait, I think I've got it. That's how men on the street see science. They don't give a rat's ass about it. Yes. Who cares what a linnorm is and where it lives? Nenio says with a vague wave of her hand. If it's not wine, and you can't drink it, what's the point? I hope you're satisfied now. Incredible! My intellect never stood a chance in this battle with alcohol, and what is more striking is this fact doesn't bother me at all. It feels like all the thoughts in my head just went poof and disappeared. My thirst for knowledge, my desire to prove myself, they're all gone. My mind's so calm it's actually a little frightening. I simply must describe this condition for my encyclopedia, but I'll get to that later. I just don't feel like it right now. You're not going to drink like a fish from now on, are you? What? Of course not. How could you think that about me? Me, the greatest scientist of modern times? Nenio licks her lips with intense concentration. Oh, fine, maybe a little bit. Sometimes. No more than once a year, and only if no one sees me. I've got a reputation to maintain. Congratulations, I guess. Now what? That's it for me. The experiment was a success. Just a moment. Nenio stares at you with glazed eyes, shakes her head, and exhales loudly. When she meets your gaze again, her eyes are crystal clear. Alright, I'm fine now. What was that? What was what? A moment ago you were drunk as a skunk, and now all of a sudden you're stone cold sober. Is that so? Nenio looks at the bottle in her hand, thankfully licks her lips, and thoughtfully licks her lips and nods. It seems that is indeed what happened. Clearly, I decided to forget the incident entirely because I no longer need this information. What I need now is to write an article for the encyclopedia about the influence that alcohol has on an individual's mind. So you can simply forget that you were drunk and sober up? Just like that. I've simply blocked the deleterious effects of alcohol from my mind. To put it in basic terms, I just forgot I consumed alcohol. The mechanism is similar to the one that I use to get rid of irrelevant memories. It's not overly complicated if you know how to do it. Your ability is just amazing. What were we talking about? Alright, happy I could help. On behalf of future generations, I formally thank you for your assistance in this momentous experiment. Now, I have time to answer your questions. Come on, ask away. Nothing. Thanks, actually. Off to go. I love how she doesn't even say anything. She's like, okay, well, off you go then. Elor, you were a person. Congratulations on taking Dresden, Commander. It's a great victory, though you paid for it with much blood. Its smell still hangs in the air. I remember the smell well. The last time the air reeked like this was the most horrible day of my life. That day I nearly caught this spinner of nightmares. Want to know? Nope, I don't want to know more about you though. Sure. What exactly are you interested in? I'm a Pathfinder. There are many others like me. Fate and my orders brought me to this land. I have no more questions. Okay, we don't care about him. Good luck. Watch your back. Only trust your closest friend. The enemy is cunning and treacherous. Okay, wish me luck. Perception. Aha! One old Keller told this my brother and me on his deathbed, and then he died. No one knows but us. I know this was the sacred forest. They prayed in the meadow of the spirits. Demonic relic, you say? A big treasure? That sounds like a lie. Everything was collected, carried away, and buried somewhere in the cave. Scouts say a bear lives near these forests, a terrible one, and there must be a magic guard. We'll split the treasure equally. Or I will take all the loot. Is all mine now. Suckers. Just because he didn't see me standing right next to you.
As it should be.
Okay. That was informative. something for me to instantly forget about. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. We will run in there. As we should. No, 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 no. I remember. Haha. I cannot fool myself. I mean, I can, but you know what I mean. I remember I wanted to go into the prison. Hello, make way, peasants. I wonder what would have happened if she was still alive, in there. Look who's there. Hello. Body of Staunton Vane, traitor of the Crusades. Okay, we cannot do anything with him yet. Because we gotta wait. Oh, that was anticlimactic. Dun, 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 dun. Now we go up here. Okay, let's see. We need to talk to... not Anevia. Wait, where is... what's his face? Probably there. Well, what do you want to do with him? I want to raise him as an undead for my army, but I can't. Not yet. Apparently. At least I assume that's gonna be like the idea behind it, because you know, why else would a necromancer slash lich like keep the corpse of a former enemy around? Oh, sire, okay. A middle-aged paladin with a genial face. That's how you pronounce it, right? A genial face offers you a... keep him around for parts, maybe. Yeah, it's like... my executioner needs like a new arm. Offers you a guarded greeting. His sparse grey hair stands in fuzzy tufts on his head, giving him a distinctly unwarlike appearance. The ever-bright Crusaders have arrived to defend Dresden. My name is Sire Coberlin, and I'm their commander. Queen Galfrey is gathering the main attack force in Nerosian. She ordered us to replenish the losses suffered in Ganabris and come here. We will support your troops. A tall, dark-haired lad is standing behind him. Sire, I guess. He passionately echoes Sire's words. We are ready to go to the front immediately. Allow us to be at the spear of the attack. The old crusader calls the young man to order. Morvek, don't speak unless spoken to. Don't worry, no one will be defeating any demons without you. Sire smiles kindly and tousled the boy's hair. Who have you brought with you? Ever-bright Crusaders, mainly, but we have a lot of volunteers who joined us. Those who arrived at the Queen's call but didn't want to sit in Nerosian waiting for the main army to set off. All the hotheads know that the front is here. Sire nods at the boy behind him, the one who's eager to fight. We picked this one up too. He walked to Canabras with an old sword in his hand and a few copper coins in his pocket. He was going to keep walking to kill the demons, but then he probably would have laid siege to Threshold, no doubt. The boy's cheeks go pink at the old man's gentle mockery, but he continues to stare ahead resolutely and boldly. Did you fight in Canabras? How are things there? No, not personally. The Queen summoned me and the bulk of our order to Nerosian. Almost all those who remained behind in Canabras died, and the ones who didn't were disorganized and leaderless. But the order did not perish. New volunteers have been pouring into our ranks. We are licking our wounds. Canabras is rebuilding. Life wins out. People are coming from all over Avestan to help. Many are joining up with the Crusaders, just as it happened back in the First Crusade. Great, you will be serving under my command. Sarah's mouth flattens into a hard line and he gives you a stern look. You can see the seasoned warrior hiding behind the grandfatherly guise. That is out of question. We know about your powers and that is why we don't trust you. What's more, I'm convinced you are an enemy of the Crusaders. You will reveal your true nature sooner or later. Oh, that is out of the question. The Queen ordered us to help you hold the city, and so we will. She didn't say a word about us personally obeying your orders. The Everbright Crusaders will act independently. You should not see me as an enemy. I'm the commander. You must obey me. You fool. Well, we'll do nothing. You will do without you. Or maybe I should execute you to make your knights more amenable. Why are you deciding for everyone? Maybe the other knights don't share your fears. Or do as you like. Okay. Now here comes the part. I'm not sure how far down the, like, you know, fear-mongering path we are yet. I don't know if we're gonna go evil just yet. It's an option. It's an option. We're not gonna pull the I'm the law kind of like card. Technically it's right, but like also, you know, is it? I don't know. And then there's the, well, I don't give a shit card, which is the do as you like. There's chaos, which kind of makes sense, right? But I don't really feel like saying, why are you deciding for everyone? Like, I don't know, that doesn't feel in character. So I guess the question is, are we indifferent? Or are we evil? I don't think we're evil yet. We made a step towards evil and we're gonna start taking more probably evil choices. But I think we're at the indifferent part of, you know, mortal choices. Do as you like. The old man looks at you grimly. You've gone down the wrong path. You can easily defeat the darkness when your soul is pure and your heart is daring. Everyone who has ever tried to defeat darkness with darkness has become its slave. Reject this evil power and repent before it's too late. Well, maybe he did want to be an asshole. Hey, Anivia, first you. Look who it is! Hi. We figured out how the demons have been sneaking up on us. Anivia answers with scarcely concealed irritation. No dice. Our scouts crawled all over the area. Down every hole, nothing. The grey road was completely empty, and then, BAM! A whole army popped out like a jack-in-the-box. My only lead is a few scouts who didn't come back from the gorges to the southwest. But we found no sign of secret path or underground passageways. And definitely no route we can take to quietly move a large forest through. But I feel it in my gut. There's some evil scum out there. I just have to look harder. Of course, I could send out more scouts, but they might just disappear like the first ones. Why don't you go there yourself and find out what's going on? I love that logic. So we could send out the people who are trained and, like, you know, are being paid for doing the scout job. Or we send the Knight Commander, the highest ranking officer, to do the job himself and potentially just get lost in there. We don't know what's there, but like, hey, how about you go there and like do it yourself? Well, just an idea. Interesting choice, lady. What do you think of my new powers? Anivia looks at you sadly. There's nothing good about this, but things you've had to do, and the fact we're fighting alongside the dead, because we'll never pull this off without them? But at least we're moving forward, not falling back like before. I guess it was the only way. Bad times call for bad measures. Did you find out anything about where Minago is now? Nevi shakes her head sharply. Nope. Zero. Zilch. A whole lot of nothing. The scum melted into thin air. Soldiers saw her jump out the window, run through the square in front of the citadel, and suddenly disappear. We haven't heard anything from her since, and I don't like it. I'm telling you, this is bad. First of all, her kind don't just give up. If we can't see her, it means she's setting a trap for us, somewhere we won't expect. I mean, it would be great if the Demon Lords just gobbled her up for all her failures, but I think that's too much to hope for. But that's not the worst part. We have a more interesting question, you know? I wonder how she teleported from the city if by that time you'd already hung the banner. The soldiers are saying it probably wasn't in full force by then, but you and I both know that's gross. She wasn't supposed to be able to teleport, but she did. The question is, how? I have to go. Alright, you watch yourself now. Hey, you're a bet. Let me drink something first. Everyone drink something. 'Tis not a question, 'tis a request. Which I guess is a... I mean, you know what I mean. Alright, Irabeth. Talk to me! Oh, Commander. You know what, let's start with something nice. No. Gonna first bash her in, and then we're gonna do something. Okay, we're gonna do neutral, bad, good. So how's the Eagle Watch doing, Ignavis? Everything is going well. I was wary of handing over the reins at first. I was afraid that everything would fall apart with without a Nevi and me. But I took a risk and left a very clever lad in charge, a tiefling. As it happens, he infiltrated the cult alone. They couldn't imagine a tiefling wouldn't be on their side. He exposed an entire cell. I personally knighted him just before the city was attacked. Of course, there were many who weren't happy about it, but it's not my job to make people happy. He hasn't disappointed. He has built up the Order's ranks again and is running everything so smoothly as if the demon attack never happened. It's proven more than once that I left Canobris in good hands. But I admit it's still strange to think that such a small order as the Eagle Watch now has 2 chapters, one in Dresden and one in Canobris. We need to talk about what happened during the attack on Dresden. Irabeth lowers her head. My behavior was unworthy of a knight, even less so as a commander. How can I lead the soldiers when I was sitting around while the others shed their blood? Under these circumstances, leaving my position would be tantamount to desertion. Still, as your advisor, I strongly recommend you release me from my position. As head of the Order, strip me of my knighthood and send me to serve in the condemned. That's a bit intense, don't you think? You deserve these titles more than you. Don't blame yourself. Under the circumstances, you did everything possible and more besides. No. She didn't. Who will lead the Eagle Watch then? You know I have no one to replace you. That suggestion is no better than desertion, except you want me to take responsibility for it. I don't want to hear it. Join the ranks, knight, and fight, as you swore to do. I guess you're right, you really aren't much use. Unfortunately, I don't have anyone to replace you right now. Even the not evil option is being a prick. Okay, so we have plus 26 and plus 26, so we're most likely safe anyways. I have no one to replace you. This seems very biased. Kind of. This is a, like... I mean, this isn't a false choice. It's more like a, how do you want to tell her to, like, shut up and just keep doing your job? Or more like, well, I would, but I have no one to replace you, kind of. Which is kind of more the tone of it, like, I would if I could. But do you see anyone who could take your place? Nope. Nope. I don't. There's no one here. So you're sticking around. I don't know. I mean, I don't... no, I think we'll go with the second one. Because, like, as much as I think this might almost work, this is more like a... like, very, like, strict... like, this is like... this would be his option. Right? Like, they would just like, shut the fuck up, do your job. Then again, he would just break her kneecaps. So, I don't know. We'll leave the Legal Watch then. I know, you know, I have no one to replace you. The Eagle Watch. Okay, by the way, we rolled a 20. Easy. 46 on a 25 difficulty check. The Eagle Watch. My pride, my creation. How could I ever think of giving up? How many cortes have we destroyed, and how many remain right under our noses? The half-orc salutes you sharply. For a moment you once again see the Irabeth who was ready to protect the defender's heart to her dying breath. Thank you for still trusting me. More than anyone else does in this crusade. Even more than I trust myself. Despite your words, Irabeth obviously still feels unworthy of her commander's rank. Changing her mind will require more than platitudes. Perhaps you can bolster her by appointing her to a position where she can work more closely with rank and file soldiers. Those whose faith in their commander remains undimmed. Give the solemn hour to Irabeth. I guess so. I have found your father's sword. Take it. Praise Iomade. Irabeth takes the sword as gently as if it were a living creature, and sheathes it in the scabbard. I don't know what to say. I'm forever in debt to you. I never thought I'd get my sword back. Yeah, I was also considering not giving it back to you. I mean, what? Please, allow me to reward you. And please, no objections. I could never replace this sword. I shall never part with it again, I swear. 50,000? That's okay. We can buy a new sword. Irabeth says goodbye with a short bow. Okay. Regil, do you want to talk? Nope. Color me surprised.
I know the way.
Where is my chest? Somewhere there has to be my chest. This one. Perfect. Ooh, what just happened? Ah, the scabbard. Right. Radius. He knows the way. I forgot that I put the freaking severed head in there. Yes. Letter from Dresden. Boop. 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 Brr, 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 brr. Do we need this? We don't need these anymore, but also not really in the way. Okay. So something happened with the sword. Middle game. Build the main stables in Dresden. Form a staff council. Okay. Pursuit of the past. Crescent of the Abyss. Okay. Wait, Foster, okay. Battered Spirit. The Dragon Hunt. Final Sunset of Winter. Find the missing crusaders. Attack of nowhere. Yes. Know thine enemy. Better against fate. Secret of creation. The outcast. Wait. What do I get from Sort of Valor? No. Fifth Crusade. What? What quest was this related to? It wasn't a companion quest. Opening? Scabbard of Radiance. Okay. According to him, legendary source power will return the moment it touches its scabbard. Did it? Did it though? I know, it's a +2 cola and longsword. Here, I think I took away your sword. Do we need to also give you the scabbard? Which is somewhere, maybe? Or I lost it, I think. Yeah, I definitely lost it. What? Like, the sword didn't become better. No way in hell was it just a +2. It was just a masterwork before. Okay, I don't know. Kinda disappointed for a legendary sword to just be cold iron +2. I mean, it's good. Just kinda worse than like what I was expecting. It's better later on, possibly. Okay, that's okay then. Then I'm okay with it. Another Cooking Almanac of the Inner Sea by Jubilos Northropple. Juby. We find loot here somewhere? Nope. Well, then let's take care of War Council and stuff. Oop. Let's see. Oop, oop, oop. Giants. A progressive alchemist by the name of Zagelforns ran a service. Now that you've captured Dresden, new options for the Crusade have become available to you. You can now construct buildings and forts and Dresden issue decrees. In forts and Dresden, issue decrees and capture and investigate new regions. Both mercenary and trainable units will appear at the commander's headquarters in Dresden. The demon armies will try to take Dresden from you. Destroy them or else. After 7 days of siege, Dresden will be completely blockaded by enemy forces and you will no longer be able to command the Crusade. To exit the Crusade management menu, click the button in the bottom right corner of the screen on the global map. Developing each of the Crusade stats opens up new options that empower your army and economy. Military focuses on drilling and training units. Recruit both trainable and mercenary units to improve the rank of your military stat. Logistics focus on economy and construction. Construct buildings to improve the rank of your logistics stat. Diplomacy focuses on establishing contacts with mercenaries and foreign nations. Enhance the significance of the Crusade by earning resources of all types to improve the rank of your diplomacy stat. Leadership focuses on morale and army generals. Win battles and level up your generals to improve the rank of your leadership stat. Once the rank up requirement for one of the Crusader stats has been met, you will unlock the corresponding decree. Your military campaign will require 3 types of resources: finance points, material points, and energy points. Finance points are used for all the Crusade various needs, but first and foremost, they are needed to recruit units. And here comes the building placement puzzle OCD. Yay! Material points are used primarily for building construction. Energy points are used for recruiting of mythic units and the completion of certain decrees. You gain new resource points each day. Prevailing over demon armies in battle and constructing certain buildings increases the income of resources. You can also purchase the required resources with gold. Gold! The progressive alchemist by the name of Zagelforns ran a series of experiments in an attempt to improve the potion of legendary proportions. But something went wrong. The soldiers who tasted this creation cannot return to their natural form, and have grown quite dim. However, the alchemist assures everyone that no harm has been done, since giants are more useful than ordinary soldiers, and the usefulness of intelligence in a soldier is debatable in the first place. Now's when having two generals becomes kinda useful. There's a lot of terrain to cover, yeah. Send the giants to perform heavy manual labor. Cure the pure victims. Use the giants in battle. Found a separate settlement for the giants. Or witches. While exploring Sarkorian lands, a group of scouts stumbled upon a hidden settlement of exiles, runaway witches and sorcerers practicing forbidden rituals. Criminals in their homeland, they did not welcome the commander's soldiers and made it clear that they did not want anyone meddling in their affairs. Destroy the settlement. Establish trade with the settlement. This option is unavailable because you did not choose Path of the Demon. Inform the Order of the Pyre. Damn. Okay. Jeez. Okay, Jesus Christ. Could just be like, burn it all to the ground. Okay, what kind of decrees? You can only have one of your decrees issued for each of the crusade stats at any given time. Each decree has a cost and a completion time. Some decrees can only be issued once. Others have a repeat time, which is displayed in the decree description window. The progress in crusade management unlocks certain special decrees. A stat rank up decree becomes available once meeting specific rank up requirements. A relic upgrade decree, which turns a relic into a powerful artifact for a party to use, becomes available when you obtain a suitable relic. Where do I see my stats? Okay, orders to Irbeth. Irbeth's breakdown, which occurred before the assault of Dresden, still haunts her mind. She should be reminded that she is and will always be a hero in the eyes of the soldiers, by appointing her as the commander of a small squad of crusaders. Take all your councils first. Yeah, I'm just looking at like options. You can click on the castle icon and the top one. Okay. Unfortunately, because Irbeth is occupied as squad leader, her duties in this Crusade's command have to be transferred to someone else. Ah, okay. Thank you. Let's see, what else? Lost Scouts. Scouts cannot work out how the demon army picks its way through advance units to be able to suddenly attack the Crusaders' forces. Recently, another suspicious incident took place. Some scouts did not return from their mission to explore the territory to the south of Dresden. More thorough reconnaissance of the region is needed. Probably the source of the demon apparition is in there somewhere. Is this a new minigame? Kind of. It's similar to the one in Pathfinder 1. I would assume. Outpost to Bastion expansion. By upgrading an outpost to a bastion, the commander will expand its territory for buildings, as well as allow the construction of advanced structures here. 1/4 of the outposts with at least 3 or 4 out of 4 construction slots filled can be upgraded to bastion level. Okay. We do not even have the... Forming a logistical council. The success of military action depends on a regular supply of everything troops need, and the jurisdiction distribution of resources. Save and hydrate. Okay, in a second. I will hydrate now. And stretch. Ooh. Okay, I will drink first and then. Bastion plus town. Bastion plus towns can have teleport circles, much like towns in Kingmaker. Nice. I definitely like those. Okay. Let me... I should have stretched probably a bit earlier. But I'm no smart man. Oh. God. Okay. I will save as soon as I am through with this. While the commander attention is focused on the front line. Yes. The fate of Soul Shear. The skilled craftsman can do some work on the relic. But what's wrong with it? The relic will be augmented, but there's nothing wrong with it. It's good the way it is, no? Studying the Sword of Valor. The Sword of Valor, the great relic of the Crusades, mysteriously changed upon coming into contact with the commander. What does this mean? Clerics and wizards should shed some light on the artifact's properties. Forming a staff council. One can command a small unit alone, but to manage an army one needs a staff council. Surrounded by the experienced advisor, the commander will be able to make decisions affecting the life and morale of the entire army. Quote, in Dodgy Jamaican accent. I know the way. Do you know the way? Such a stupid, overdone joke. If it comes, infrequently, it's, still kind of funny, I think. The skilled craftsman can do some work on the relic. Unholy symbol of Rovaguk. Chill roars hide and tusk. Okay, can do some work. Forming a literature council. Council of officers seasoned in the art of war will help the commander to implement new tactics and diversify his army ranks with more skilled units. Forming a diplomatic council. The crusade depends on the support of Nerosian and foreign countries. The diplomatic council will see to it that no political problems interfere with the regular inflow of gold and recruits to Dresden. Military Tribunal. All units gain the Military Tribunal feat. Chance of skipping action due to negative morale reduces by 5%. Quite a few of these quotes really need to be in stream, to be honest. Needed to be in stream? What do you mean? Once a traitor, always a traitor. A lawbreaker is a criminal for life. But there's a select few that are amazing, just as quotes. There are very, the more out of context there are, the better they are, in my opinion. As in, you had to be there in the stream. Yeah. That's true. Thus said, the commander is in the fight for the lost chapel. Then he ordered the tribunal to be organized within the army. Now that Dresden is free, the commander's advisor finally have the opportunity to carry out this order. Okay. Because I said a thing, huh? The fate of the crest of the fallen knight. Do some work. And this is Erebeth again. Okay, perfect. Where do I do my campaign? No. I mean, we could do that, but where do I set my council? Or do I have to do this? No, but this requires logistics. So I assume... No. Oh, he gone. They're all decreased in the respective branches. I assume it's the rank up thing. Yeah, forming a council. Okay, yeah. You mean like in Kingmaker? That's no longer a thing. Ah, okay. So it's not like I assign someone specifically to do something. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, because it did, I think, say to yeah, it only takes one day. Okay. I think you mean Pathfinder 1. Okay, so we close because we have to save. We use the proper terms here. You don't get to choose which party member goes where outside of just recruiting them. Okay. That checks out. That works. Come on. We're gonna save, and then we're gonna go back to the Crusader thingy. Da, da, da. Crusade management. On the Crusade management, you can make decisions regarding current events, sexual degrees. We already... Okay. Well, let's first run around with people. Unit types, yes, I know, thank you. Let's buy all of them. All of them. We cannot buy any mounted dudes. Gonna save that. Ooh! Skeletons and zombies! Hehe, let's go. Alright. Where are my armies? Where are my armies? Hello? Oh, shit. Well, this is awkward. I think I ran them back because... yeah. Let's not talk about it. Hey, you can actually go there. Kohaku! Hello, hello. Gee, 600 of each. Yep. A lot of people died. Ooh. Do we want to have the Skelebobs? Or the zombies? You know what? We're like more the slow people. Ooh, skeleton zombies. Hey, let's go. It's like melee, not really fast. Like, should we give him the zombies instead of the skeletons? I can't stay, but dropping by to say hi. That is very much appreciated. I hope you have a great day. And I hope you're doing well. You can do like this. Like this, maybe. Oh, good. Okay. And the skeletons go to the spell scouts. You will go this way and go towards the other army. Slowly but steadily. Perfect. You guys will take care of some nerds, huh? Now you're not running instantly in, huh? All units in the army gain +5 mythic rank. Okay, this lasts for a day. Party teleportation. Huh. Do they have the limb? What? What? Let them flee. No morale banners. After capturing Dresden, the Crusader raided the 3 morale banners. Raise the 3 morale banners of the on the city walls. The banner of victories stays green while you defeat demon armies. Each victory over a demon army in the land of Yath, Grey Road, Lake Lost of the Sun, and well, okay, adds 6 days to the time. I was going to ask, do they have a limit to the amount they can move? But then you saw the number go down. Yes, they do. Our contrast states green will capture demon forts. Each adds 30 days. Reclaiming forts that were previously lost do not count. And defense, as long as none of your forts are under siege. If any of your forts is besieged, the banner of defense turns yellow for 3 days, then red. Okay. We got some energy points. Warriors have discovered what attracted such a horde of monsters. An impressive ambulant laboratory belonging to some insane alchemist. Wasn't me. The laboratory had been mercilessly plundered, and the jars of elixirs and ingredients bore sinister holes through which the hideous creatures had consumed their contents, like some exquisite nectar. Luckily, some of the alchemist's inventory survived and now belongs to the Crusaders. Imagine trying to take back a fort claimed by Quatbeard. Who would have such a death wish? Right? Couldn't be. Okay. You will run this way. Then this way. And then we do a You know what? Diplomatic Council first. Can I do all of them at the same time? No, right? Yeah. Oh, I can. Never mind. Pretty sure it was explained to me, but... Boop. The crusade depends on the support of Nerosia. Blah. The diplomatic council is assembled and awaits the commander at the headquarters for the first meeting. What's the buff you have at the top left? We'll go there in a second. The military council is assembled and waits. Okay, they will all wait for me for the first meeting. Thank you. It is necromancy. Armies get replenishments of skeletons and zombies, equal to the value of killed enemies divided by 275. After a victory, the cost of recruiting mercenary units increases by 100%. Recruitment growth of for trainable units reduced. Wait, what? The cost of necromancy. The cost of recruiting mercenary units increases by 100%. Oh, that's why they're so expensive. Recruitment growth for trainable units reduced by 50%. So, okay, so yeah, I gain units from murdering enemies. Hiring mercenaries is more expensive, and less people want to join my army because I'm a necromancer. Checks out. I knew Lich had some peculiar crusade stuff, but not which form it takes exactly. Thank you. No problem. Kill more. Yeah, I mean, that's actually, you know, the correct summary. Okay. We will go here, go to the spell scouts. You keep running. Running some more. Run. There we go. We will meet here with Crusader Army 1. And then you will gain some Skelebobs. There we go. What an army. 50 scouts, 12 rangers, 600 skeletons. just your average army. Nothing weird to see. Okay. You're just... We just run in there, or should we, like, explore here first? Can you heal skeletons? Oh. I mean... Doesn't say that I can. Negative energy magic. Negative magic, bro. Funnily enough, doesn't say I can't. So they have damage reduction 1. Nice. Do your generals get that? Negative energy? I don't know. Not just like that. What's your strength level right now? 6? That's decent. Well, I mean, you know, Quadbeard can run up here. Run a bit amok. I can't imagine they stuck them with skeletons and zombies only. I suppose Lich gets you... Maybe, yeah. Get wrecked. Regions. The global map is split into a number of regions. To capture a region, you must free all of the forts located in that region. You can construct buildings in the forts you have freed. Forts can be upgraded, thus increasing the number of squares available for construction. The Crusaders killed the cultists who were gathering an army of wild giants to storm Dresden. Now that Dresden is safe, workers can be transferred from the urgent strengthening of the walls to the other important tasks. Finance points. More. Yay! We like more money. You! Get wrecked! Chasing elementals away to their home planes, Crusaders find a huge crystal filled with magical energy. It appears that it was imbued with the elemental forces many years ago and convoyed to Dresden, but never arrived. Its guards have perished, and the crystal itself, a powerful vessel of magical essence, has been drawing elemental spirits year after year. Nice energy points. How many? I mean, can we just fight them? Wait, what I'm wondering, do I keep getting... Who will fight this? Because I don't know if, like, wait, I have to fight... No, shit. Ah! No, okay, wait. At this point, maybe. I don't think... Wait, no, I got 30. Never mind. I got more zombies. I thought for a second that if I do not fight, I do not get my units. But I do. Okay. I was panicking there for a second. Yeah, that would be so awful. It would suck. Wait. No, shit. Ah! Mood. Get wrecked. Wrecked. Get wrecked. Oh my god. Get wrecked again. Power ghouls. Let's go. Okay. Really? Rude. Excuse me. The fuck? I didn't say that was okay. But nah, like since I gained things. I'm not a fan of the fire elemental's design. It may be the side view, but it seems like a yay. Can't have it all, sadly. What the fuck? No, that's not what I wanted. But sure. Well, they don't have what I was interested in anyways. Wrecked. Run there. Punch him in the back. Let's go. Shoot this guy. Way to make fun of the zombie with a speech impediment, you bully. I would never. Whack. 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 Wait, I could have gone into offensive stand the whole time, couldn't I? Attack formation, my dudes. Attack better, you pricks. Poor zombie, he's like, I just want to attack too, please. So close. Die, prick. Never mind. What we get the Hell Knights for. I like how Quadbeard takes up the whole picture. The enemy head looks so skinny because of that, right? He's like right in the face of the cameraman. The fortress was a sanctuary for spellcasting demonologists. The fire that started during this battle spread to the libraries filled with blasphemous knowledge. The glow of this massive fire lights up the sky, expands for miles around. No, I blasphemous knowledge! You pricks. You'll pay for that. Go for the throat. Target unit receives a -2 penalty to speed and gains a 25 chance to make a critical hit for 1 round. Okay. Overwhelming shout. All enemy units in a 3x3 area make a fortitude saving throw. Failing at a saving throw applies stun for 1 round. Or battle rage. It's a +2 to melee attacks and a -3 penalty to maximum hit points. This ability is a stratagem with mind affecting. Okay. Interesting. I mean, I feel like my skeletons are immune, most likely against mind effects. I would assume. Go for the throat sounds good for, you know, ranged people. Or really most people. So... what is that? Stun for 1? The duration might increase, but like 3x3 enemies usually have like big units, even now. Go for the throat. We like crit. We like the crit. Okay, let's see. We have 627. Let them flee. 627. We didn't gain any zombies. Well, I don't know. The gang of demon hunters, runaway slaves, was not reckoning on facing the demon commander's conquering forces. Among the bloody corpses, the crusaders discovered a dark god-forsaken altar fashioned from the teeth of demons' captured victims and the webs of the monstrous mechanical... One second. And the webs of the monstrous mechanical spider retrievers. The soldiers clamored to burn it, but the more tactically minded officer decided not to rush into anything and passed it on to the commander for examination. Heck yeah. I got an altar made out of teeth. Okay, just run one direction. Wait, who are you? Huh, I made 10 skeletons. Oh, there we go. Oh, and there's more skeletons. I just leave little blobs of skeletons behind. Ah, that's hilarious, actually. Okay. You run probably this way, and then down. There we go. Nice. Okay, so there's probably some kind of like... This makes a skeleton, this makes a ghoul. Or a zombie. Okay, there we go. We will... exit. And then we will do a lot of talking probably with the council members. Because that's usually how it starts. A lot of talking. Hello, who are you? Seilkind. Seal kind? I don't know, like, I read the first 4 letters and it's just the word for robe in German, like, followed by the word for child. So he's now rope child. Seilkind. Before you stands a tall, fit man whose dark hair is already tinged with grey. He greets you with a brisk military salute. My name is Captain Seilkind. I command... Wait, oh my god. I can give him a German accent. You will hate this. My name is Captain Seilkind. I command the vanguard of a mercenary group called the Blackstone Company. We've come from Andorran to assist you. I got an idea. Hold up. Is it... Are you gonna make me speak German? I swear, I'm gonna prepare the, like, timer. Yep, you are. Okay. Timer. Fuck, Alex. 10 out of 10. Okay. Pathfinder. This one. Here we go. Alright. And then start. Ich möchte mehr über deine Einheit wissen. Die Schwarzstein... das war zu verlockend. Kein Problem. Die Schwarzstein-Einheit ist stolz. Ist stolz darauf, als die beste andorische das ist das Wort nochmal für Moment, ich muss ganz kurz... Kann doch nicht sein. Moment. Stopp. 1 second. What the fuck is mercenary again? Mercenary. German. Söldner. Right. Okay, there we go. Die Schwarzstein-Gruppe ist stolz darauf, als Andorrans feinste Söldnertruppe angesehen zu werden. Wir sind nicht nur eine Gruppe von skrupellosen Verkaufsschwertern, die sich danach sehen, die Unschuldigen zu unterdrücken und einem Tyrannen herrschen. Nein, wir sind Abenteurer, die darauf geiern, involviert zu werden in einem gefährlichen Unterfangen mit teilzunehmen und mit Taschen voller Gold zu gehen und einem klaren Gewissen, reinem Gewissen. Macht mehr Sinn. Das ist, glaube ich, auch eher richtiger. Das ist der Grund, warum wir bei uns die Demokratie eingeführt haben. Wir waren sehr froh, die Einladung von Königin Galfrey, der dafür gibt es gleich auch ein deutsches Wort. Dem Moment. Crusade is, I think, also in German. Ah, okay, ja. Dem Kreuzzug beizutreten, obwohl manche unserer Kommandeure unzufrieden waren mit der Summe, die sie uns angeboten hat. Aber, wie ich schon sagte, in Andorran sind wir freie Leute, die nicht einfach rumgeschubst werden können. Und nicht einfach gekauft werden, sondern überzeugt. Warum seid ihr uns beigetreten? Königin Galfrey hat uns bezahlt für unsere Dienste, aber denke bitte nicht, dass wir einfach nur für das Geld kämpfen. Wir sind wahre Söhne und Töchter von Andorran und dementsprechend das Ideal von Gleichheit und der Unterdrückung zu widerstehen und Versklavung unser Herz eingebrannt. Ich übersetze nicht Wort für Wort, ne? Nur falls es irgendjemand mitbekommt und mitliest und sich denkt so, was ein Spasti. Kann ich mal übersetzen. Wir freuen uns im Weg der Dämonen stehen zu können, die das Ziel haben, die Sterblichen zu unterdrücken. Meine Truppe hat ein Camp aufgebaut in Erosian. Aber die Stoßtruppe, die aus unseren besten Soldaten besteht, mag ich mal hinzufügen, wurde direkt unter ihr Kommando gepackt. Wird gesiezt, ne? Offiziell. Was kannst du mir sonst noch über dich sagen? Kapitän Seilkind. Der Mann lächelt. Ernsthaft. Nicht ernsthaft. Lächelt ein tatsächliches Haha! I made it! Suckers. I stopped translating like word for word and just like more went with like the translation of like what is kind of meant, by the way. The man flashes a genuine smile. I don't even know. No, wait. I still have to give him a German accent. I don't even know what to say. I'm a soldier. A bit of an explorer. And just an all-round honest man. Get on with your duties. Yes, sir. Glad to be under your command. Captain Seilkind salutes you again, smiles and adds in a softer voice. It will be an honor to serve with you, Commander. If you have any questions, let me know. If you need to talk, I'd be happy to lend an ear. He's from the same land as Socio, so I guess he'd have a German accent as well. You know, I can make sausage a German accent, sure. Just remind me. Grandma Gretlin lowers herself with a bow into bow.
Good day, your commandership. It is we, the artistic board of the next door theater. We are still working on our piece about your heroism. We have even taken on a few new crew members. We now have a master of stage equipment and scenery. It's my granddaughter, Tina.
I guess a German softer voice is exactly the same as a normal German voice. What do you mean a softer voice? I mean, I can still talk like this, but just a bit less harsh, right? Or I can speak like this, which is a bit more intense. But like, it's still the same horrifying accent that I give my voice and intonation. Like, there's nothing inherently harsh. Even hier, du bist hier, Schnabeltier. Wie man would say. Hiya. Hiya, Smay. Hello, hello. You missed 5 minutes of German. And also a character who I decided has a German accent. Or maybe, you know, you got lucky. Who knows? Oh, heck. Yes, I spoke like this for that guy when I was speaking the English. And then just normal German when I was made to speak the German for 5 minutes. I feel horrible pain when I speak like this. But his name is Seilkind, so I kind of had to. I murdered Esme. Oh no. Oh wait, can I by the way do hard? No? Not? Okay, well I'll have to do this after then, if I remember.
Tina? Tina, say hello to his commandership.
This is not very nice. My English is a yellow from the egg. I don't know what you mean. What do you mean? It's wonderful. I believe my spider. Well, we will do this until the dog becomes crazy in the pan, you know? Or someone only understands train station.
We are faced with another dilemma. We simply can't decide on a climactic moment for the act that's all about the Battle of Bredesen. Here, you listen to the options.
Grandma Gretlin holds a scroll up before her eyes and begins to read, running a gnarled finger along each line.
Option 1. The commander, so that's you, launches himself out of a catapult and smashes down the fortress walls, allowing the armies to rush inside.
Okay, option 1. Already amazing.
Option 2. The commander, so that's you again, masquerades as a succubus and creeps into Dresden in disguise and then opens the gate to the crusader.
God, who did I make myself to be? I think it was the twins.
Option 3.
All 3 options at once.
The commander, so that's you again, rides to the attack on an enormous mountain goat, or should we call it a battering ram? And it breaks down the city gates. Well, what do you say?
Guards, get these clowns out of here. Actually, out of Dresden altogether. I love how the option is just like, what the fuck? You decide. It's your show, after all. I like the version where I ride on the back of an enormous mountain goat, but where are you going to get a goat that size? Cross-dressing as a succubus version is the best one, surely. I like the version where I launch myself out of a catapult. Honestly, the goat one is the most harmless one. I cannot decide between 1 and 3 on 1 and 2. I mean, no, you know what? We already have a transsexual lizard in our party. So I think the only right thing, yeah, it has to be the cross-dressing as a succubus. It just has to be. You know, like put on a bit of drag makeup. These people should have been council members for Trickster. What a missed opportunity. Oh my god, they could have. Yep. Just, you know, like... Oh my god, they could have been the equivalent of, like, Lindsay in Kingmaker. So they could have been the socialites, basically. Would have been amazing. The cross-dressing as a succubus version is the best one, surely.
Yes, it sort of makes it a performance within a performance. The theater in the theater. A double entendre in a double entendre. And I think I misspoke. Thank you for the inspiration, your commandership.
Sure, no problem. Grandma Gretlin and her entourage move away, but their voices project so well that you can easily hear the rest of the conversation.
What do you think? Maybe we can somehow add a catapult to the succubus plot?
I love it.
Maybe the commander can use a catapult to fly out of Dresden once he completed his mission?
I love it. I want to see this theater piece in person.
Granny, did you forget that the role of the commander is being played by those gnome twins, packed into one long cloak? Has anyone ever tried firing 2 gnomes in a cloak out of a catapult before?
Oh god, I love it.
Calm yourself, Tina. This is just a minor snag. You can't achieve success without a few difficulties along the way. We'll think of something, you'll see.
The whole trying to drag make up 2 twins in a trench coat is not the problem, but the catapult is. Wild. Ooh. The grim voice of Zacharias the Lich suddenly booms inside your mind. Anyone remembers how, or like, what kind of voice I gave to Zacharias? Else he will just get like spooky kind of like weird voice. Like, I don't remember what I give everyone like kind of the vague same voices usually because I only have so many. Unless it's like spooky kind of voices, then like, I mean, they're technically still the same. I don't remember. I'm just gonna give him spoopy voice. Like, you know, no, like my undead voice.
Student, You have proven yourself a worthy crusader. To defeat the demons in this war, you have fearlessly sought the secrets of death.
He's an eagle voice kind of guy, I think. I don't think so. Does he even have vocal cords anymore? I mean, he's magic. He just makes some.
Your determination deserves respect. Now we can proceed with your great transformation into a lich. For that, I shall need a suitable laboratory where I can scrutinize and condition your spiritual body on solitude. Prepare it for rebirth. As for you, you will need a palace from which you will rule over legions of the dead. Give the order to erect a ziggurat in Dresden.
Which almost sounds like Dresden, so, you know, like, same, really. Thank you, Anonymous, for giving a sub to Esme. Thank you. Zechariah's impervious voice betrays a hint of vanity.
It must be an imposing building, one worthy of receiving me as its guest. This is where you will discover eternal life. If the need arises to demolish a few buildings or the construction, ensure that they are located far enough away from the squalor of the slums. I do not wish for my ingredient stores to be ravished by rats.
I can just do it all like breathing in. Maybe that works.
Like this? Should he only speak like this?
Or should he have a mix mash of voices? Neither is easy to do, but like, I don't know. One is definitely more fucked up than the other. I'll demolish each and every house in Dresden if I have to. I need the power you promised. As you wish, Master Zacharias. I won't be taking orders from you, Lich. I'll do as I see fit. I'm leading a war. Soldiers' lives are depending on me. I'll take care of this matter as soon as I can. Okay, are we gonna be, you know, the good boy, or are we gonna be like, yes, all for power? I mean, you know what? All for power. I need the power you promised.
It pleases me to know that I did not err when I chose you to be my student. I have no need for sniveling little cowards. Get on with it.
What a nice guy. Hey! Lady Konomi. Okay, I'm not gonna go into another you know, I can only do the German stereotype because I'm German, so I'm allowed to do it. Her name is very much Asian. I'm not gonna do an Asian accent. I would never. It would feel bad. The sharp-looking Kitsune gives you a quick, business-like bow. Commander, the matters before us are urgent, so let's not stand on ceremony. I'm Lady Konomi, the official attaché of Nerosian. Here are my credentials. Tribridentio scroll adorned with Gelfrey's seal. Her Majesty has instructed me to lead your headquarters diplomatic council. Oh my god, he's here! Sausage is here! Where has he been hiding? Oh, there, he's next to her. Hello? Oh my god, okay, wait, so he's German? But he's like soft boy German. He's like, honestly, I was surprised when Lady Konomi asked me to join this council. but I will do my best to fill the shoes of a trained diplomat. I hate this. Yeah, strange. I got invited to the council too? I'm not sure foreign ambassadors will be thrilled to see my face and my manners. Lady Konomi, you haven't mistaken me for some other Crusader land, have you? Hello, Solid like, yes, all according to plan. I, like many nobles, have been trained in diplomacy, and in fact, I hold the title of a royal emissary. It is passed down the Erendate line. I must say that prior to this day, I employed my diplomatic skills solely to undermine Menda's international reputation. It is time to break that habit. I imagine preventing international scandals will be just as interesting as causing them. Who knows? I might even enjoy it. What's the Diplomatic Council and why do I need it? To solve matters of politics, of course. The Crusade is more than just battles and sieges. It is the largest military project in all of Avestan. Hello, Danny. How are you doing this fine evening? I hope you're doing well. Welcome to Chaos, where I decided to give random some characters a German accent and cause myself pain. The Crusade is it is the largest military project in all of Avestan, funded by the treasuries of more than a dozen major powers. And each of those powers, in addition of seeking victory over the demons, also pursues its own goals. Hello, I'm good, getting ready for bed. Yeah, me too soonish, as soon as probably this dialogue is over. Okay, the main reason for that is there was one dude who was called Seilkind, or I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce it, but the word Seil is the German word for rope, and Kind is just child. So since his last name is just two German words, I decided his accent has to be German. And then I was told that my cleric is from the same place as him, so he now also is soft boy German. So this is gonna go great in the coming, in everything else that still is to come. The Diplomatic Council will manage this tangle of political interests and prevent the Crusade from losing the favor of influential benefactors. And while we're at it, ensure that Nerosian remains satisfied with the state of affairs. After all, for the last 100 years, the entirety of Mandavian politics has revolved around the Crusades in some shape or form. That is why the capital has sent me here, to observe, offer suggestions, and keep the diplomatic situation under control. I see. You've been sent to keep an eye on me. Whatever gave you that idea, Commander? I'm not an observer. I'm your loyal advisor. I do not intend to meddle in the way you run things, just consult with me in cases where the price of error is too high. Put your trust in me and we'll get along swimmingly. After all, none of us here want to see Cheliax and Druma at each other's throats, trying to settle their dispute by using their influence on us as political leverage. Am I right? Am I wrong? And I doubt you would like it if we made enemies in the ranks of Nerosian nobility who would attempt to undermine your war effort. This won't happen as long as you trust my experience. Tell me about the Royal Council. What is it? The Royal Council, operating under Her Majesty, is the highest governing body in Mendev and comprises her most able and trusted servants. It is responsible for day-to-day matters of state. They are the hands and the voice of the Queen. The Council has gathered people from all walks of life. With them are nobles, but many more are citizens of humble origins who earn their positions through their wit. Many are rich, but a fair number of them are of more humble means. Some are pious and pure of heart, like Lord Inquisitor Kasori and Captain Jaspar of the Crusader Heralds. Others are more flexible and ambitious, but each of them faithfully serves Mendev's cause. I have a question about the composition of this council. Do you find someone's presence surprising? Osil has never had to deal with diplomatic concerns before. That won't be a problem. In my homeland, Tianxia, inviting clerics and paladins of Shellin, the Lady of Chrysanthemiasm. Chrysanthemus? I hate this word already, and now they made it a plural. Lady of Chrysanthemums? Chrysanthemums? To take part in diplomatic missions is a common practice. They may not be politicians, but they are perceptive, advocate peace, and favor balanced solutions. I am flattered by the respect that the worshippers of the goddess receive in Lady Konomi's homeland. Chrysanthemums? What the fuck? Sosil bows his head courteously. I won't let you down, Ursugol. I'll make every effort to prevent our friends from becoming our enemies. Why did you want Darren to take part on this council? Why? Because Count Arendae's influence, naturally. He's a Mandavian aristocrat. The nobility will be inclined to listen to his opinion. And by ensuring the support of the nobles, we'll find ourselves powerful allies. That's the best I can break it down, although I cannot spell that word. Yeah, it's fine. Chrysanthemum? Like, there's missing part of the word, no? Chrysanthemum? There's an M missing. Isn't it chrysantheme? I don't know. Again, it's a shitty word. It's a flower. Darren sneers back at her. Oh, believe me, Lady Konomi, I will exert all my effort and influence to make this council's jobs exciting. Did you choose land to join the council? We diplomats call this little trick Mysterious Garundi, Prince. During negotiations, it's always useful to have on your side a representative of some obscure but potentially populous and powerful nation. Without knowing what they're up against and how many mongrels there are, our diplomatic partners will have to contend with this dark horse. It's a shitty word. It is a shitty word. So, Mr. Lan will be our mongrel prince. If we're negotiating with foreign ambassadors and I make this sign, Lady Konomi crosses her fingers in an intricate gesture. I'm the yolk of the egg. Ah, yes. You immediately start talking about how offensive their proposition is to the Mongol people. Do we have a deal, Mr. Lan? Lan scolds and lowers at Lady Konomi. I suspect that the word diplomat was synonymous with fraud, but I thought you would be deceiving me, not deceiving others with my help. No, that's not an option. I can represent the Mongols in negotiations, but I'm not going to lie through my teeth. Tell me about yourself, Lady Konomi. Who are you? Lady Konomi lowers her eyes in a show of modesty. It's unbecoming of a diplomat to talk about themselves at length, but how am I to refuse you? I come from Tianxia, from the noble Kitsune. I mean, that much became apparent by the fact that, you know, you're a Kitsune. Like any Kitsune, I have always been curious to a fault, and my adventures brought me to Avestan. And here, in your lands, I met my first and true love, politics. I've served as a diplomat in the courts of 6 different sovereigns, but working for Her Majesty turned out to be the most interesting of all. Such riveting webs of intrigues and interests are spun around the crusade and the world wound. Everything is clear to me now. In that case, why don't we discuss our first pressing diplomatic issue? What's on the Council's agenda today? I hate to say it, Commander, but not everyone in Nerosian is pleased with your progress. Some believe that, to use their words, you are out of control and fancy yourself an independent leader. It wouldn't surprise me if you encountered supply disruption in the near future. I would suggest quelling their anger. Show the capital you haven't forgotten about the chain of command. For example, you could hold a parade in honor of Her Majesty. If we need a demonstration that we're keeping Nerosian in mind, why don't we invite the capital's high priest to Dresden for a religious festival? It'll be appropriate, and the church support will shield us from the accusations of schemas. Pander to the naysayers? I think not. I propose we hold a parade in your honor, Ursugol. This is your victory, and if Cousin Galfrey wants to show off in front of the soldiers, she's welcome to capture something of her own. I feel like his idea is the worst. Lan's eyes flash with anger. Are they out of their mind? We've got a whole Dresden full of soldiers who need medicine, food, and weapons. Until everyone has been taken care of, we can't waste a single coin on pointless celebrations. What did I do to incur Nerosian discontent? You were too good. You reclaimed Canabris, you won the Battle of Dresden, you're a menace to the world wound. Your authority grows and the influence of the Queen confidence diminishes. This creates the impression that there is not enough space for you at the top. The members of the Royal Council are afraid that you will muscle them out of the political arena altogether. After all, if you're doing so well, maybe Her Majesty doesn't need them that much. Therefore, they try to discredit you, impede your war effort, reduce the scale of your victories. Make some concessions and they'll see that you're open to negotiations. I want to hear the opinions of my advisors. I mean, I just got them, no? Lady Konomi gives you a look of surprise. Whatever for? Aren't the wishes of the capital obvious enough? Although very well, let us hear their counsel. Socio. How does inviting the High Priest to a festival help us? Without a doubt, we should remain loyal to the Queen and respect the hierarchy. But that doesn't mean we have to now bow to the Royal Council whenever they ask. I think we should neither do their bidding nor seek to quarrel with them. Rather, we should try to take the middle path. The High Priest of Nerosian is a powerful figure, yet he's not a schemer or a politician. By inviting him to the festival, we'll both show that we're not cutting ties with Nerosian and let them know that we have influential friends and are not about to buckle under the Royal Council. Darren, what's the point of taunting the capital by throwing a parade in my honor? There's a fine line between taunting and setting boundaries, and between showing respect and putting on a collar. Mind you, I'm not suggesting anything treasonous or disrespectful. A parade in honor of the true hero of Dresden and Canabris. What could be more natural than that? Besides, a healthy amount of disobedience guarantees that people won't pester you with lectures and nonsense as often. A dozen tutors responsible for my upbringing can attest to that. Provoking the capital would be unwise. We're trying to avoid unpleasant consequences, not expedite them. I'm sure there was merely an extravagant jest on the Count's part. Man, do you think ignoring the capital's worries is a good idea? And what are they going to do about it? We're the ones protecting them from the demons, not the other way around. Having loyalties from the capital is great, but there are more important things, like having the loyalty of our own soldiers. When the demons come, what will we do? Shake our fists and say we've got powerful friends in Nerosian? Why? That's true. Who needs to stay friends with those who supply you with provisions, recruits, and weapons? And there is certainly no reason to fear that base jealousy and envy at the sight of your glory might get the better of their common sense. 'Cause That has never happened before. Lady Konami, what good will a parade in Her Majesty's honor do? It will be symbolic and affordable. Show them how much you respect and value Her Majesty. Make a courtesy to those who pay for your arrows and swords and bread. The Royal Council has power. You wouldn't want to turn those patrons into adversaries, and test those whose influence is greater, yours or theirs. Place them, and they will stop worrying about your loyalties. And you will be able to focus on your war. So, let me get this straight. Hiding behind our backs and buying their safety from the demon invasion with bread and other people's lives is a new form of charity? Are you sure we shouldn't go to them, drop on our knees and thank them for allowing us to die in this war? That is fucking great. Everything is clear. Helping those in needs decree. Okay, we're not gonna do 4 because that's plain stupid. We will not hold a parade in Her Majesty's honor. I'm kind of thinking of holding a... Look at the effects too. I mean... Oh wait, I can do this, I assume. Then do this. Okay. It's like a bit... Okay, finance points income increases by 10% for 30 days. And we can keep doing it. Every 45 days. Okay. What is that? Helping those in need. Repeatable every 10 days. Crusade morale increases by 10 or 20 if crusade morale is below 10. 0, I mean. Okay, so this is just a repeatable... We spend money to raise our morale. Which... Is morale important with undead? I feel probably not. Commander's Parade. The cost of recruiting mercenaries reduces by 7.5%. Material point income reduces by 25% for 30 days. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that one. What the fuck, Darren? Get fucking 25% less in, like, money or a cost reduction of 7.5%? Huh? Mind, they're more expensive because I'm a lich. So, yeah, nah. Sausage, what about you? Energy point income increases by 20%, and finance point income reduces by 10% for 30 days. Okay, so we trade one in, like, resource income for another. Okay. So, this one I think is probably gonna be useless. We should go with the one-horned man. The thing is, I don't know if I need morale if I have a undead army, is the thing. I might, but it's also a cost thing. I can just spend money to increase my morale, I guess. This one doesn't even have a bad thing. This just gives me money. This one is a trade-off. This gives me religious money, or like magic money. We're going to use these sparingly. Yeah, probably. So this gives me energy money for the cost of a bit of less income money. Huh. I don't know. Diplomacy stat is often busy with relics and other stuff. Yeah, I assume. I don't know, but he can summon lasagna if you're ever stuck. I'm kinda... So, again, this one is a money sink, but like, technically we could use it potentially if our morale is low. This isn't what we would do. We're not gonna do this because this is just bad. Do you get negative effects from the other people if you don't choose them? I don't know. I don't think so. Religious feast. Like, do I want to just hold a parade in Her Majesty's honor? Morale can be tricky to maintain. Well, but like, thing is, I don't even know if I will need morale. Because I'll be mostly having undead, I think. And I don't know how much, like, resources I will have towards, like, the end. Like, I don't know how much 2,500 is, right? Good day, Mr. Never Sleeps Early. Hello, Ruben. It is not even midnight yet. I'm fine. We'll be happy when I'm dead. What? Is less than you'll make in a day. Yeah. 10 morale is... wait, how... What are the levels of morale? I assume 100 is probably the max, right? Like 0 to 100? Was an undead joke. Nice. 20 is max. Damn, then like 10 is amazing. 10 is so much more worth it. This is great. By the way, yes, as me. The issue with morale is that you need to keep capturing forts, and there's only a finite number of them. In combat it goes higher, but the crusade stat doesn't. Sanrio x Yu-Gi-Oh! McDonald's Happy Meal collab. What? Huh? What is this? Marvel vs. Capcom? Exactly what I said. I mean, I guess if 20 is the max, then like honestly, this is the best decree. Cause yes, 10% more income is nice, but like, this is just good. This is shit. This is okay. This is, I guess, only a positive of 10%. Like, I probably, like, usually towards the end you just have sent the link in Discord. You can check it out later. Yeah. What the heck? Yeah, I think we'll just go with lands thing, because that seems the most useful. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna... A moment, Commander. I understand that you're used to being the highest authority in all matters, but political decisions are an exception. I'm a professional in this field. You are not. By ignoring my recommendations, you are not only deliberately seeking conflict with the capital, but disregarding common sense as well. I urge you to reconsider. You think you have the right to talk back to me? Damn. Ah, wait, Belgium only. Ah. You're invited, my companions, to the diplomatic council, and now you refuse to listen to their opinions? The needs of my soldiers are more important than the whims of your bureaucrats from the capital. Fuck that. Persuasive speech. Very well, I've changed my mind. Well, no. So, again, we're not tyrant enough yet to go with the last, with the first one. We're like, you speak to me. How dare thee? No, you invited my companions to the diplomatic council, and now you refuse to listen to their opinions. I'm simply suggesting that you give your companions time to find their feet in the council and to grasp the principles of being a diplomat. Also, if they weren't on the council, your decisions would be mistaken for the decrees of a tyrant. That is definitely not the public image you need. Ah, now I understand the role that I've been giving Lady Konomi. I'm supposed to stand in a pretty doublet and keep my mouth shut. I can promise you the former, but not the latter. god, like, something in me wants to go, well, bitch, that's the public image we're going to get anyways. Yeah, right. Like, lady, I'm in the process of building a ziggurat, raising an army of undead. I don't think they will like me. I don't think they will like me. We're not quite yet at the point where we go with the first option, so we're gonna ignore it for now. We're not evil yet. The needs of my soldiers are more important than the whims of your bureaucrats from the capital. Lady Konomi's voice hardens. I cannot challenge your decision. However, I have no choice but to inform the capital that you have disregarded my recommendations. Actions like these are precisely what gave Nerosian cause for concern, Commander. I will hope you will revise this defiant stance in future. I think I will just become more defiant. That's right, and everyone who's unhappy with our actions can go ahead and leave their mansion in Nerosian and come here to tell us so in person. And if something happens to them along the way, we'll just have enough money to stitch their arms and legs back on. And with that, we can bring this meeting of the Diplomatic Council to a close. It is unfortunate that things were so tense, but I'm sure we'll soon have many more opportunities to resolve any misunderstandings between us. Ah. Captain Oda. He has a picture. Why did... Okay, I don't know if you guys can see that. Why does he look like one of the fucking, elves? House elves? No. Are they still elves? The dudes who work in Gringotts and Harry Potter. Why does his face look like he works in fucking Gringotts? What the fuck? The tall, gaunt half-elf salutes you solemnly. Commander, it is an honor to call this first meeting of the Military Council to order. I am Captain Odan, and I've been serving under your command ever since the assault on the Grey Garrison. I will do my best to be of as much use to you as possible in this role. Goblins, right, not house elves. They just look similar. Just have almost as little rights as the others, yeah. The foundation of the military is cold calculation and discipline. These are the principles I will seek to impart to the Crusaders. If we are to win this war, we must forget about mercy. For our enemies, for our troops, and for ourselves. Well, Commander, your sister, Sela, is not no renowned general. My sister? Hello, Kogasa. Hello. Let me do the shout-out thingy. Gasa. I think that was the right amount of Gasas. Hello. And then Kogasa. There we go. Double shout-out. How are you doing? I read that you were talking about an RPG or about a system. But before that, hello Raiders. Hello. I'm Ursical. I play Pathfinder. Or I play role-playing games. Currently Pathfinder. Before that it was Pathfinder Kingmaker. We're gonna be stuck with this for a while. We play it at least twice a week. I could tell my lore, but I don't know. I haven't done the major this is my lore thingy, so I'm just a nerd. I like playing video games. I have some mix-mash knowledge from all kind of different systems. So I'm not the expert that Kogasa is, but I'm an apprentice basically. But yeah. I also do reading streams and stealth kind of game, or variety streams, whatever I feel like on Saturday. Oh, I'm not an expert. Listen, to me, you're an expert. At least you're master. I watered my throat just now. I mean, you probably talked a lot. Also, speaking about watering my throat, I should probably do that as well. I've been talking for probably the last hour. Like, I haven't done much. Just new things. I look at Daggerheart. New system from basically the Critical Role folks. Oh. It seems promising. I think I can give it a try. I mean, you know, if you need someone to try it. Wink wink, nudge nudge. I mean, you know, like... Not that I... Alright, let me pass out. Take care, Kokasa. You probably haven't slept or taken care of, like, yourself quite well. But do take care. If you need to run or eat something, you probably also haven't eaten and slept in, like, a proper time. But do take care. Thank you for the raid. Wait, you don't need to out me like that. Oh, I do though. I don't know why she's suddenly my sister. Like, I guess she is. Listen, the more people know about it, the more people might point it out, and the more you might act on it. Maybe. Bullied at every turn. No, it's called taking care of the family dog. Well, Commander, your sister Sela is no renowned general, but she's spent half her life tussling with evil. It looks like I'll be stepping up on behalf of all of Iomede's faithful here. I hope my advice will prove useful. Demons aren't the first invaders to come to the lands of Socorus. I know this country in and I know how people used to fight here in the old days. Listen to me, War Chief, and I'll tell you how to turn the land itself into your ally. The first issue on the Military Council's agenda is the reorganization of your troops. Our infirmary has been bled dry. Infantry. Close enough, same thing. The forces Her Majesty granted to us were enough to take Dresden, but we need more troops to hold it. Furthermore, the army was assembled in great haste after the assault on Canaveras and was never adequately equipped. Listen, I keep giving you guys masterwork, weapons, and armors. Just be happy a bit about it, okay? Unfortunately, we don't have much time for redeployment. Our scouts report that the powerful Balor Koramzadi is already preparing a retaliatory strike on Dresden. But we can rely on freshly conscripted Mendavian soldiers. They may not have the skill, but our strength, as well as always, lies in the number and the fervor of the volunteers joining the Crusades. We can't throw everyone into the meat grinder. We'll just get our youths killed for nothing. We need to select the best among the recruits, or even better, host a contest. The bravest and most capable will join the Crusaders. The death count is always highest in the infantry. Its purpose is to serve as a shield. It would be wise to invest our resources into hiring and training heavy footmen with shields to ensure maximum protection, even if it limits their mobility and makes them less threatening to the enemy. Odin has the most garbage suggestions. Was his suggestion just invite everyone? Yeah, it's just, we just take everyone. Never enough folk. Same in wars as in our peacetime. We dealt with that problem by finding helpers among the animals. Why can't we do the same now? Strengthen the infantry with war dogs. One soldier with a dog at his side is more than half of a fighter, maybe even two. He's always trying to get us to use the worst troops. What the fuck? What does the military council do? The military council determines the strategy for our troops, enacts army reforms, approves new equipment standards, and makes decisions on all issues regarding military actions on the front lines. Who is Balor Koramzadi? The most trusted servant of the demon lord Deskari. Among the historian of the Mendavian Crusades, he's known as the strategist of the World Wound. He's not as renowned as Minago, the conqueror of Dresden, or Hepzamira, daughter of Baphomet, but he has claimed the most major victories over the forces of Mendev. He's a general, and quite possibly one of the best tacticians in the entire Abyss. Thank you. That's exactly the type of voice I think this guy has. He puts you to sleep by just keep talking. I've been studying this style of warfare for years. He may seem like an ordinary demon, another typical war taskmaster, but that's a fallacy. He's an encounter, not Valium. He's a sloth from Zootopia. Like a beast, following a scent. He senses weaknesses in his enemy's defenses and strikes at them, sending soldiers to bring targeted carnage. His uncanny charisma attracts more and more soldiers to him, though he's never short on troops and sacrifices them like pawns whenever he pleases in order to achieve his victories. So his idea is to just do the same. Fill our ranks with new recruits. It's the same troop. It's the same tactic. Koramzadi is the face of the demon host. For many years, I've been gathering research on him, preparing for the day our armies would clash with his once more. I hope my council will help you defeat him, but so far, Koramzadi has known no defeats. Jesus Christ. This voice is tiring to do. I have a question for my advisors. He sounds like he's having a blast. he sounds like he's filing reports as a hobby. You know, he's like the accountant who has like a calculator collection. And he's gladly showing it off to you if you ever for some reason enter his house. I have questions for my advisors. We are ready to answer any questions you may have, Commander. Sela, have you ever commanded an army before? Not on a scale like this, of course not. But I fought evil, and I know its tricks. Besides, war makes people callous, and it's always useful to have a paladin advisor around to remind you at a crucial moment what we're actually fighting for, right? Regil, why do you wish to sit in the military council? I have command experience, and I intend to impart to the Crusaders at least the modicum of the discipline and rigidity of the Hell Knights. The quality of the Mendavian staff currently available to you leaves much to be desired. Regil glances at the wincing Captain Odan. That much is certain. I love how a look of like fucking Super Saiyan gnome sends our military advisor like to wincing. The guys with a calculator collection is at least passionate about something. True. Oh my god, yeah, no, like, Odan definitely has, like, you know, this, like, grayed out old beige wallpaper, and a, like, slight yellow couch in his living room, in front of a, like, picture frame of some still life. No TV, of course not, that would be too exciting. A, like, wooden, simple coffee table, and like in general his like whole house is just boring and minimalistic, but looks like someone died in there. You will not find any speck of, like, dust. But that's the only reason why you think that someone might live in there still. Ulrich, do you have military experience? Do I have experience? Ha! I fought on this land back when it was still called Sankoris. I led my clan on raids against our neighbors, drove invaders from our land, and I went to war with my band against orcs and giants. What kind of Sankorian would I be if I stood on the sidelines now? Who are you, Captain Odan? Captain Odan bows ceremoniously. I served on the front line of the Mendavian army for over 25 years, and in that time I've gained a wealth of combat experience. His voice sounds calm, but his face darkens at the mention of a wealth of combat experience. I do not believe you. I'm considered one of the foremost experts on tactics and strategy in Queen Gaufrey's officer corps. That might explain why all the other, crusades have went to shit, my dude. Just saying. I've spent my whole life studying the craft of warfare, and I'm familiar with the thoughts of all prominent military leaders of the past 5 centuries. Furthermore, I wholeheartedly believe in the traditions of Mendev's military art, and will gladly share my knowledge with you, Commander. Jesus Christ. Really? You believe in the traditions of the Mendev's military art? Dude, you failed the past 3 crusades. 3! I've done more in like a month than you guys have in like hundreds of years. What the fuck? I have no more questions. We're glad to be of service, Commander. What are the opinions of my advisors? Everyone looks at you expectantly. Sila, do we really need only the bravest and most capable for our infantry? I mean, we can't send untrained rookies to the slaughter. We have the right to command only those who are ready for battle, those who can defeat the enemy. We must find out who has the skills and the guts. Contests are perfect for that, and a little excitement for our warriors wouldn't hurt either. We won't get that many winners, but the strength will come from their prowess, not their numbers. So she goes quality over quantity. Your proposal would leave us with an infantry full of selfish risk-takers, dreaming of glory and valor. That is bad material for a soldier. The infantry's role is to be a shield for the archers and mages. All they're required to do is follow orders and hold the line. Onto victory or death. Ambitious loners cherry-picked through contests of skills are not fit to perform this duty. He probably chose Tristan as his commander, not Quadbeard. He probably picked, I don't know, like, no one as his, like, commander. Like, I don't know, sheet of paper. Rachel, why do you insist on shield bearers? The infantry is a meat shield intended to catch the blades of the opposing army in its flesh. The shield must be reliable. That is all that is required for it. That is why I would like to see well-armored shield bearers as our foot soldiers. We must have the option of pitting rank of footmen against a tide of rampaging demons, knowing with certainty that they will not scatter or die until they have completed their task. Oh, but how will war dogs help our infantry? A loyal hound is more than just a set of sharp fangs. It's an extra pair of eyes, a keen nose, and another head in the way. It's no soldier, but it's extra fighting power. Since we can't get any more human warriors from anywhere, we should swell the ranks with 4-legged fighters. Captain Odan, you just want to gather up some recruits from Mendev? Yes, institute a draft and try to amass as many new soldiers from Mendev and other lands as we can. We've always drawn our strength from our zeal and our determination to oppose evil. If we start holding contests or selections, he's an unlockable commander himself. Odan? Or Tristan? Oh right, Tristan. Wait, no, what? E? I forgot. It's not even that bad, but you get him so late he doesn't matter. What the fuck? Oh, that interesting. We'll turn a holy crusade into a job for the chosen few and scare away future volunteers. If we try changing our tried and true tactics, we'll lose valuable time, and our army is in need of fresh blood right now. Okay. So, we will look. I don't like this. I don't give a shit about this. I will look at the two that I care about. So, no contests. Even though we're gonna look at it at least. The main barracks will provide weekly recruitment growth for champions. Powerful shock infantry. All footmen are promoted to champions. Oh damn, more like, oh damn, I suck. I mean, we do have like a couple of footmen, right? And then becoming wait, champions have less hit points? Wait, what? Are you fucking kidding me? They have less AC, less hit points, but deal more damage. Is that it? Yeah, so they deal more damage. They have a higher to hit, but they have less hit points. Okay. Shield bearers. Just all the shield bearers. Units have abilities to... Oh, goddammit. Champions crit, I think. Yes, they do. 20% to deal 150% damage. So, they're like... damage. Shield bearers, I have some already. Yeah, they're just... take a hit. All footmen are promoted to Houndmasters. Summon animal. Mount. I mean, I do like the idea of that. Okay, so this will give me shield bearers, this will give me champions, this gives me Houndmasters, and this just gives me more promoted conscripts. Jesus Christ. They just have more hit points. These are just footmen plus. More hit points, more AC, +1 damage. No, +1 attack. Not even more damage. These are just like more meat shields. But like different than like shield bearers. So shield bearers don't deal damage. Is the problem. So we have shield bearers already. We have some shield bearers. You do get more of them per week, of course. Yeah. +2 AC actually. Yeah. So I do like Houndmasters. Just because dog. Shield bearers are fucking slow, is the problem. They do have damage reduction, which is nice. But they are freaking slow. Doesn't even say how fast they are. If the dog dies, it comes back, right? Probably. Doesn't even say how far they can move. But they have like all the hit points. And the AC. Yeah, so... I guess... BAP, CMB, CMD, be right back, googling. I think I might actually go... this is difficult. So, I feel the Shield Masters would probably be good for my wizard team. The Houndmasters... Army Hound, okay, they do not tell me what it does. These are like not as good themselves, but they can summon more units. And they have pretty high AC. Okay. I think... I think we'll go shield bearers. Yeah, I think we'll go shield bearers. Regiel's expression remains impenetrable. I will monitor the recruiters' work and the preparation for all necessary equipment. Captain Alden salutes you formally. Thank you for your time, Commander. When the reforms are finished, and the ranks of our infantry are replenished, I will assemble the military council to discuss new decisions. Thank you. Hello. Automaton. Hail, Commander. Before you, an aged yet fit and sturdy Garundi stands at attention. His dark skin has an earthy tone to it. Welcome back. And crystals sparkle forth from where his hair and eyebrows should be, clearly identifying him as an Oread. Captain Harmattan, chair of your staff council by order of Her Majesty Queen Gilfrey, here to deliver a report. I'm on this council too. Sela salutes briskly. Come on, Salo, you knew Bab already. You did indeed. We'll be racking our brains on how to improve troop morale. I reckon the key is to back up our words with actions, lead our soldiers by example, and they'll be eager to follow. Drawing on my experience as a paralictor, my advice is to maintain calculated moderation in every regard, be it in incentive or penalty, and to be decisive. We have no need for doubts or turmoil. Yeah, I realized as I sent it. I am doomed to be your advisor, but do you know what that means? That you are doomed to listen to my advice. To start things off, here's an incredible novel and deep thought for you. Loyalty, passion, and morale. All of these can be easily bought with money. Commander, permission to report. We've encountered a problem. Although we're still getting volunteers, we're now seeing cases of desertion. Many who joined the Dresden campaign believe that their duty has been fulfilled with their victory, and they are not keen on staying in the garrison. Those from Canabras wish to return home and rebuild their ruined city. Lastly, there are those who are afraid of lingering in a place where demons might show up with a retaliatory expedition at any moment. My suggestion is to improve living conditions for the privates, raise their pay, give them extra rations, and reward those who have distinguished themselves on the battlefield with recommendations and gifts. Soldiers don't want to leave armies that appreciate them. I feel for those folks, but we have to convince them to stay. I think we might get some help from the servants of the gods. They'll tell the soldiers that the danger has not yet passed and inspire them to keep up the fight against evil. As long as the wound is open, the whole world is in danger. We can't just go home and live like we used to, no matter how badly we want that to happen. If you think me wise, then you have much to learn indeed, young one. Darren is definitely the type of person who beat Final Fantasy X using Yojimbo on everything. Oh, he did. He definitely did. Quadruple A Final Fantasy X was such a good game. I never finished it. I do have it. I think twice even. Because I got the PlayStation 2 and games from my brother, but he lost his Final Fantasy X game, so I bought it again, used I think. It doesn't matter. And then when he moved, we found it behind his couch, so that's why I have it twice. Most of the Crusaders are volunteers, but they have no right to subvert military discipline. That kind of attitude is a tantamount to treason, regardless of who expresses it. We have to identify the instigators, arrest them, and administer harsh punishment to make an example of them. Krista plays Final Fantasy X after Pathfinder 2, so he plays Final Fantasy X in a year. I would first need to find out how I would even do that. I wouldn't even know how to, like, plug in somewhere my PlayStation. It hasn't seen use since, like, 2016 or something. The problem is quite simple, we solve with coin, but handing money out to privates is practically throwing it away. We need to pay the officers handsomely. Steve? Oh right, there's like the remake, I forgot. That they like brought it out on PC. I forgot about that. But handing out we need to pay the officers handsomely, and they'll figure out how to raise their subordinates' morale. Yeah, true. I forgot. Tell me, Captain, what does the Staff Council do? In short, we make sure that whenever orders are given, they are executed properly. Our job is to keep the soldiers' morale high, so they always follow their officer's command without question. As for the officers themselves, we look out for any unseemly or incompetent types who subvert the troops' trust. Not that the game was ugly enough to need a remaster. Right? I don't remember it being ugly. I think it looked still good. Like, in my memory, mine, again, it's been a while. I have questions for the council. How much Pathfinder 2 is there left? Probably still a good chunk. Yeah, I would say at least like another 3 times what we had. Would be my guess. Maybe more even. Let's go. Sila, what do you bring to the council? It's pretty self-explanatory. We're not fighting for a sawmill here. There's a crusade against the abyss. When you're up against demons, you bring a paladin. It's the rule that's tried and very much true. Regil, what kind of help can I expect to get from you on this council? I have extensive experience being in command, and as a Hell Knight, I possess a firmness that some of your other officers may be lacking. The essence of my council is not to spoil your troops, but to maintain their discipline strategically. Amidst the chaos of war, a general has to be a beacon of order and purpose for their soldiers. They will be just as grateful to receive rewards or lashes from such a general, and most importantly, they won't even think to disappoint their order. Darren, what are you doing on this council? Mostly, I'm just waiting for it to end. But since I have little choice, I'll give you some advice on how to charm your subordinates. Be they people of importance or simple commoners. I'll tell you the biggest secret straight away. For free. Money. Gold has the most miraculous power there is. Nice. Even though I'm not following the story too much, admittedly, I'm very much enjoying you play through it. Thank you. You know, that's nice. I very much also have, like, people that I watch who I'm like, yeah, I have no clue what's really going on. But I enjoy the company, and, like, sometimes, you know, I pick up, like, the moment and I comment on it. Captain Harmattan, why did the Queen appoint you to preside over this council? I'd been in the Osirian infantry for 100 years, fighting for 3 pharaohs. Then, after I joined the Crusades, I served Her Majesty Godfrey for 2 more decades. I dare to hope that I've gained decent experience over those years. Okay, 120 years of, like, fighting experience. That's okay. Respectable. We are glad to serve. Let's discuss our opinions in further detail. Sila, what's your plan? The situation is not that dire. Morale is high, and we just won a major victory, though some have let down their guard. We have to call for priests and paladins to get it through to the volunteers that it's still early for a celebration. If they leave for their homes today, Dresden will fall again tomorrow, and the day after the demons will show up on their doorstep. Servants of the gods are indeed the masters of sweet-talking, others into dying free of charge, all through pretty words. But when the choice comes down to inspired preaching or homemade pies, 9 out of 10 will look for comfort in their home and at their table. Their incentive needs to be more substantial than wasted breath. Regil, what do you suggest? There is no place in the army for the mindset of playing soldiers today, then going home tomorrow. These dangerous ideas must be suppressed with the utmost harshness. We'll identify the most vocal rebel rousers and exact punishment on them as an example to others. They may be volunteers, but they joined the ranks of the Crusaders. We can't abet in their rejection of their responsibilities, or we'll be heading towards a complete chaos and therefore defeat. That's a great plan, if you want your soldiers to run back home twice as fast. They came here of their own volition. We must convince them to stay, not terrorize them into fighting. I don't know. Maybe we do. Darren, your opinion, please. I mean, throw money at it. Our forces are in good spirits. It's just that the euphoria of victory has gone to a few heads. No one can sober them up quickly, quicker than the officers, especially those of lower rank. We'll give our dear oafs, all those sergeants and corporals, a bonus on the sly, then promise to sweeten the deal once they've convinced the volunteers to stay. Perhaps they will do so over a beer mug, or maybe with a broken nose. Why bother solving problems yourself when you can push them off to someone else? You pay. Your bond loyalty will run out even sooner than your gold. Once soldiers turn into profiteers instead of following orders, they start appraising them. They'll wonder whether or not it's worth their while to obey their general. I hardly need to explain the effect this will have on discipline. Throw money at it. If only we could do that to solve our problems. I mean, a lot of people do that. Armatin, what would you advise? The volunteers, we believe, then we're almost won. Great. Let's not ruin this pretty illusion. Instead, we'll turn it to our advantage. We'll increase rations and pay for the privates, rewarding the most distinguished with commendations and gifts. Who would abandon their victories? The victors, if they provide you with good food and even better coin. It's naive to expect the troops won't understand that we would just be trying to appease them. An army cannot stand if it's held together by handouts and desperate promises. We shouldn't lie to our soldiers. If we build up flimsy illusions now, the demons will shatter them later. Those fighting alongside us must recognize the seriousness of the situation instead of celebrating victory when the war has just begun. Thank you. Everything is clear. Let's see. Distributing provisions. Crusader morale increases by 10 to 15 every every 20 days for 300 material. Okay. Bribe the officers. Crusader morale increases by 15 to 20 every 30 days for 4,000 finance points. Regil. Hunting down mutiny. Crusader morale increases by 16 to 25. Recruitment growth for trainable units reduced by 10. The cost of recruiting mercenary units increases by 10% for 40 days. Nice. Okay. Glory to the heroes. Crusader morale increases. Okay, this costs nothing. It just needs us to do, but is the least increase in morale. So, I mean, you know, we're probably not gonna use this either very much, but 16 to 25 is like... So this just costs like money. This costs building points, basically. Regil, find the instigator and make an example of them. Sila, mobilize the priests and the paladins to raise awareness. So, this is a minor increase every 30 days. This is a decent increase every 14 days. But also, I will train less people. Which I feel is maybe not gonna be too much of a problem because I'm just gonna get units from murdering people. Maybe if you get around to selling your inventory, you would have enough money to spend. I don't know, like, you probably weren't there like last time, end of last session, but we sold like pretty much all of our shit, and spent money on buying new shit. I think hunting down mutiny. You know what? Fuck them. No. I went to sleep. Yeah. Regil, find the instigator and make an example of them. Like, my joke. I mean, it's still correct. Technically, you know. We do usually get our money from just selling a whole bunch of, like, wagon load. The crusade is going to end up the same as King Segovia. What do you mean? All together by +1 weapons. Affirmative. I already have my eye on the most spirited ones. I will apprehend them immediately. Thank you, Commander. Should any other difficulties arise that require attention, I'll deliver a new report promptly. Cause of death. Every necromancer worth their salt needs a ziggurat. Yeah, okay. Okay, who are you? Dorgelinda Stranglehold.
Who, Commander?
Middle-aged dwarf who has clearly seen some combat, salutes you with one barely moving bone-dry hand. On her face are huge scarred claw marks. A black eye patch covers one eye, which is watching you, with the other intent and sober.
Dorgelinda Stranglehold, Chair of the Logistics Council, at your service. We've got ourselves an ugly situation that requires your decision.
Hopefully, this council will benefit from... I love how he brought, lasagna. I find that is important. She's the most important council member, just saying. Also, I don't know if she was here in the last, council that he attended, but, only now did I notice. Hopefully this council will benefit from my vast experience surviving with gear that consists of rocks and sticks, and where any dinner that's not squirming on your plate is considered a feast. All in all, kind of like our crusade.
I won't lie to you, our logistics are a mess. We need more of everything, and what we have is in disarray. Crates of provisions are rotting away in storehouses because some idiot quartermaster spilled beer on the papers. And fools are not the worst problem. There's also theft. Some officers greasy palms to get a helmet with stylish plumage or a fancy blade from Nerosian.
Well, this is roleplay. Do not mind saves coming.
Yeah, we don't. Meanwhile, that means that ordinary soldiers are being armed with barely more than kitchen knives, hammers and tongs. It's time to give the entire logistics staff the bum's rush. Question is, where do we find capable and honest people to replace them? Shame, you can't do that in the DLC challenge run. Maybe. We don't know yet.
Let's get some veterans on the job. People who've had their fill on the front lines, and who know firsthand what life is like for a common soldier. What the ration tastes like, and how the boots are always the wrong size. My suggestion is to call some experienced, well-connected supply officers from Nerosian. Let them leave their cushy jobs in Mendev and work a sweat for the good of the crusade. What is the council responsibilities? The Logistics Council deals with all matters relating to supplying the army. Most issues will be trivial and undeserving of your attention. However, from time to time, serious decisions will need to be made, and that's when I'll convene the council. I have a question. As you wish. Lan, how can you be of use to this council? I know a thing or two about gathering weapons and provisions. Compared to the war for survival we had to wage underground, you guys have it easy up here. If things go badly, you can't teach your troops to live off the land and how to craft decent weapons from junk. They'll have memories of land special stew for years. Not sure if those will be fond memories, but they'll remember for sure. Dorgelinda, why were you assigned to head this council? Over my years of doing quartermaster duty, I've managed to develop a bit of a reputation for myself. The units I'm responsible for are always properly equipped, armed and fed. These scatterbrains and reprobans promptly get to the boot. Bureaucrats who never seem to have anything miraculously find everything when they need after meeting with me. In short, don't you worry, Commander. I'm right where I belong. Understand. Let's discuss your opinions. Yes, Commander. Lan, what would you advise? In our tribe, we believe that the hunter's gears should be entrusted to the most seasoned hunter, to those who stalk the prey themselves and learn the price of a mistake in outfitting. An old bowstring, a dull spear, a tattered cloak, the hard way. I think that's how it should be in the army. Whoever is responsible for supplies must know war firsthand. They must have dragged themselves through the mud of the battlefield, seen with their own eyes how a rotted strap or a boot one size too large can lead to a soldier's death. They must have eaten their share of rotten cabbages and seen carts of horseshoes and pots pulled up from their position instead of ammunition because of some clerical error. Assign new quartermasters from the veterans, like Dorslinda here. I bet they won't steal, and they won't let anyone else steal either. Dorslinda, your opinion? There are some great workers, Amendev, who have been sitting at home for way too long. Let the Queen send them to us. Instead of counting buttons for the frock's coat and the Rosian Royal Guard, let them sort out their supplies, and they'll already have connections in Erosian. They could easily have army property decommissioned and later sold to private buyers for next to nothing. And those buyers will just happen to be the same mercenaries we're negotiating with. Dorslinda makes a face. Connections are all too important, as you know, as you well know. Everything's clear to me now. Okay, let's see. What do we get? Only the essential. Unit has plus 10 bonus to maximum hit points. All trainable units gain that. Or, all mercenary units gain the equipment from the state feat. Unit has a plus 1 attack. Okay, we are probably gonna go with these trainable units. Only the essential. More hit points. Plus 1 to attack and saving throws is nice, but I think 10% is just also, it just scales. It's just better. Higher level trainable units will have 10% more hit points. Lad, our new quartermasters will be veterans. Veterans know what's what. They don't do their commands wrong. They'll see that they're always fed, healthy, and warm. Then it's decided. No matter what our new quartermasters are like, there is no possible way they can be worse than what we have now. The results will be reported to you, and if anything else comes up, I'll call the council right away. We're done! Oh my fucking god. Okay, we'll save. Maybe more Orga? Question mark. Solving emote. Boom! This was much longer than I originally intended. I meant to stop like an hour or at least half an hour earlier, but sometimes like an hour of just dialogue comes in between my plans. So that happened. Boy, where are you going? You're gonna be free to run around the world, woo! Let's go! Okay, who are we gonna raid? She's probably ending right now, based on the image. Maybe?
Just finding someone.
Yes. Ooh. I could raid Koi. Koi is nice. Yeah, get him! I just had someone in mind, but I think they're not yet online. No, they wouldn't be. I think they would start like, good night all. Love you too, Salo. Thank you for dropping by and sticking with us so long. Very much appreciate it. You know what? I will send us towards Koi. Koi fish. What did I just do? I clicked on a thing and instead of doing something useful, something not useful. Oh, good night everyone. See you soon. Koi fish, something like that. There we go. I'll be back in 2 days, probably, with some, what's it called? Dishonored. And on Sunday, though I have to see. Like, it's not because I don't want to, but because I'll bring my mom and my grandma to the airport at 5 a.m. On Sunday, so I might be tired. But we'll find out. We'll find out how Sunday works. If not, I'll have to see when and how I'm gonna stream next week. But just have a look at the schedule if you're interested, or just see if I'm streaming or not. But yeah, until then, bye bye, good night, thanks for dropping by, and until then, bye.